Hey guys, what's up? Happy Friday. Welcome to the show. We are going to be starting shortly, but as always, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be talking about. As you saw in our little pre-show thumbnail, Soonie's going to be reacting. We are nearing the end of Pride Month. Thank God. Okay. And Soonie's got some stuff to react to. So we'll get to that for sure. That's going to be on the show tonight. But in addition to that, we also have some fun topics for you, one of which is the Buffalo Bills. Don't worry. If you're not gay, you can still participate. But the Buffalo Bills are in support of a gay flag football league. I'm confused about that. The Buffalo Bills, I don't know if they're just trying to stay relevant or what's going on. But yeah, we're going to talk about that interesting factoid, seeing as though it's Pride Month. And another interesting little clip that I wanted to show with you was this hilarious clip that I saw of Nathan Wade on I believe it was a comedian show, and he was just getting trolled about the Fani Willis situationship that he was in. So I'm going to play that for you guys as well. Also, Nick Cannon, he has nothing on this man. I found an article about a guy who fathered 165 children. Yes, you heard right, 165 children. Guess what? He's white. He's not black. So we will definitely dive into that story. We will also be talking about a really weird headline that Soonie sent to me about Howie Mandel detailing about how he found his wife dead in a pool of blood after a gruesome freak accident. Or maybe she wasn't dead. Maybe she was just in a pool of blood. I don't know. We'll figure out when the story comes up. And last on the big hits or list of topics that we're going to be speaking about is Trump. He is now proposing to give illegal immigrants citizenship if they finish college. I thought that was a very interesting topic. I'm interested to know what the Cult 45 says about that. I know Soonie considers me part of Cult 45, but I don't know. I may have a different opinion on this than the rest of you guys. And of course, we'll talk about some funny news, some other cultural related news, and also entertainment and politics. So sit right back, get a snack, get a drink, and get ready for the show to start right now.
You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, dying on the beat.
I got so many ups.
Everywhere I go, I got
so many ups.
so many ups.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
Hey guys, what's up? It's not just me. Don't get alarmed. You guys don't have to deal with just me for today. Soonie is also going to be here. She just had to step away for a little bit. Please, 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 you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and drop a comment below. You guys know this is the thing every time. We need your help in this algorithm. If the chat is not popping, neither is this video on YouTube. They will hide it because we talk about controversial things. So yeah, we need your help with that. So I see Christine got here early in the building. Becca is like, holy shit, 165. Yeah, 165 kids he has fathered. It was crazy. I thought it was like a one of those headlines that's just like designed to get you, and then you go look up the story and it's a big nothing burger. But this is not one of those. This is not one of those. Christine says there's a Netflix special of a man who fathered 1,000 kids. Well, he didn't make the news, so that's interesting. I'm not sure why. I'm sure it's not that uncommon. But I thought it was funny to bring up because people always make such a big deal about Nick Cannon. I think he has like 14, 15 kids now. People always make such a big deal about him fathering a lot of kids. It is a big deal, right? Like you have X amount of kids and their dad's not in the home on a full-time basis. It's not a good thing. Now, in his situation, the kids know he's daddy, right? in this guy's situation that has 165 kids, and maybe in the guy's situation that has 1,000 kids, I'm sure it's a sperm donor situation. So these kids don't necessarily like know who he is, but nevertheless, one can assume a lot of these kids are growing up without a man in a home unless this woman can't get pregnant for some weird reason and she just like reached out to a sperm bank to buy some sperm. So I don't know. Soonie, you're on mute. There she is. There she is.
Hi,
What's
guys.
up?
Nothing. I'm here.
I held off as long as I could.
Sorry. I had to use the bathroom, y'all.
Oh, you told me not to tell, and now you told everybody.
I said not to tell them something specific.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, Soonie just stepped away.
Oh, I had to use the bathroom. I'm here though. Hi, guys.
She gets the urination sample urges before, and I get them after.
Yeah, it's like everything just hit me all at once because I was literally just sitting here pulling things up and like adding sounds to the soundboard.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, what in the world?
Yeah. It's crazy. I know you're doing that before the show. I'm over here setting up the back end of the video before the show. There's a lot that goes in. You guys, it's not just putting up of like a live and being like, hey, we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk. There's a lot of like secretarial work that goes into this.
Oh shoot, the background is not right. It's my background.
I was like, well, you left it up there and I was like, oh, I guess Soonie's gonna react to Pride Month.
No, that was a video I did the other day. Sorry.
Never mind. He's not gonna react to Pride Month.
Sorry, guys.
Well, you may be able to react to one thing related to Pride Month. So
What?
I guess we could say. So it was one of the first topics that I announced we were going to talk about this. And I don't know if you heard about this, but the Buffalo Bills are sponsoring the National
LGBTQ flag.
Gay Flag Football League. Did you hear about this?
Yep.
No.
I sure did.
Gay flag football, not the flag. Like gay flag football. Yeah. Okay. So this is the funny thing about it, which I thought was hilarious. You don't have to be gay to participate. Who in their right mind is like,
so then why is it the gay league if you don't have to be gay to play?
Why would you want to play? Like if you're a real legit man,
why would you want to play in the league?
Why would you want to be in a gay flag football?
I don't know. What if it's like the WNBA? What if it's just like reverse? What if straight people just reverse it and enter their leagues and bring a bunch of heterosexual shit and we'll see how they react. I bet you they won't like it.
I'm gonna be real with you. This might be semi-entertaining to watch. Can you just imagine how they're gonna pull the flag? They're gonna be like, gotcha, like
where I'm like them what'd you call? I call them nut huggers. Them tight shorts they be wearing.
Oh yeah. The booty shorts. Well, here's what it says. It says you don't have to be gay to compete in the Flag Football League, which started in 2002, so it's been around. It currently has 27 chapters and over 4,000 players. Why have I not seen this? Okay.
Because it's probably boring, just like the freaking WNBA.
I'm going to be looking up. Hey, while I'm reading this, can you please look up on YouTube to see if there's any
videos?
Yeah, like any clips
live. I got you.
Some highlight reels.
That'd be hilarious.
So
that would be hilarious.
The flag. It's probably going to be exactly how I said it's going to be. Okay, the Flag Football League started in 2002. Currently has 27 chapters, 4,000 players. As I said before, you don't have to be gay, and they also have straight allies. We are excited to join, the Buffalo Bills said, join the NFL and other clubs across the league in their support of the NGFFL. Bills Vice President of Community Impact, Michelle Roberts. Of course, it's a woman that got them into this. Said Tuesday in a statement.
I found it.
Oh, pull it up.
I found one of the chapters that's associated with this National League, and it's the SF Gay Flag Football Sizzle Reel.
Oh,
We're gonna mute this because I don't got time for copyrights.
Yeah, just make it bigger though. Make it full.
They don't look gay to me.
I kind of feel like I need to hear. I can mute it after. Just play it.
It's just music. You can't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I wanted to hear like, oh.
I mean, they look like they're just playing football. This looks like
this looks like heterosexual men to me.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what I mean. There's a rainbow flag. Yeah, what's the appeal
of it being gay?
When they're literally just out there playing football.
Imagine the locker room situation.
Hold on, let me go back. This guy has a very pervy.
Wait, they're talking now, are they? Or no?
No, it's music.
Oh.
Look at his face. Wait, hold on. Look at this dude here. Oh my God. Can I slow this down? I can. I'm sorry, y'all. I caught the glimpse of his flamboyantness, and I just wanted to show y'all. Watch this dude. Yeah,
which one?
Look at him right here where my mouse is. And look at the dude in the back.
Oh, he's got like a Joker smile, like a Cheshire cat.
He had the pinky up. He was drinking his cup with a little, a little sizzle. I don't know. Maybe is this maybe what we were looking for? Because we're tired of them coming to our league. Let's just give them their own league and they can play.
Sure.
It's kind of like the transgender league, right?
Sure. At least they're not trying to invade the straight.
Yeah. Oh, he looks gay for sure at the bottom. He really
there's your
looks
boy.
Gay. Dang. Well, there's the rainbow flag. I guess this is the only thing you're gonna see is a bunch of rainbow flags, and maybe you'll catch a glimpse of some flamboyant men.
I gotta find a local game. Okay.
Are you gonna go?
Oh yeah, I would totally go for research purposes. Okay, so other NFL teams that sponsor the National Gay Flag Football League. Here you go, guys. If your team's on this list, the New York Jets, the New York Giants, the New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, Arizona Cardinals, damn it, Chicago Bears, Washington Commanders, and the Seattle Seahawks. The leagues is in many non-NFL markets, including Austin, Honolulu, Portland, Oregon, Providence, San Diego, Salt Lake City, and Toronto. Oh, none in Dallas.
Bruh.
This year it will be held October 31st in downtown Austin. I may have to make the trip.
This is crazy. Look at this.
The newest addition to the Pratt family.
It feels good to see the world getting loose.
Yo, their editing skills is horrible. This looks like something I did in high school. All right.
Hey y'all, my name is Amanda. I currently have no voice, so I will try to get through this as best I can. I did, in fact, lose it during the playoffs on Sunday, so sorry. But I just wanted to quickly give a little bit of a statement about kind of what the league means to me, why I joined, and really what it's been like to be a part of it. First and foremost, I joined because I was looking for a new competitive outlet. I played soccer my whole life and found that it was no longer making me happy like it used to. And so through some friends,
your vagina,
about the league and thought might as well give it a try. I heard it was competitive. I will say it is way more competitive than I could have ever expected. The games are at such a high level. I should have known though, because the gays are going to organize something damn good. So definitely was pleasantly surprised by how good everyone was, how seriously people took it, and it really filled that void that I was looking for. But
okay, so she went to this league to fill a void that she was no longer getting from soccer, which is weird.
Because that's like lesbian central, isn't it?
I don't know. I played a little soccer, but not like that. I would say basketball might be lesbian central, but okay. He kind of looks gay.
Oh, man. That's gay.
Oh, look at that. Man, happy Pride Month, y'all. Good Lord.
Wait, why does that?
What?
You know the girl that came on here on our show that she's a single mom. Remember we put her in the reform of our
Bella?
university. She looks like Bella up in front, kind of.
This is fucked up.
Bella.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Bruh.
Man, come on, man. What is that in the front? In
Is
the
this
middle?
like at one of the what is this? Is this like at the
Halloween party? Probably.
Is it a Halloween party? What if it's just like one of their award ceremonies and this is how they show up? You know how athletes show up with like suits and ties and their wives come with dresses and shit. Like
fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum in the front row.
Look at this black man.
Listen, first of all, dude, that brother right there is single-handedly shaming the entire black community in that outfit.
He really is. And the dude right here who looks semi-straight in the mix of all this, and the guy in the back, y'all dead wrong.
You know, wait, the black dude right there, the one in the back, he's straight with his homies, and he goes to events like this to let it all hang out.
Oh God, we're gonna get off the subject, y'all. But I wanted to see this gay league that she was talking about. Hold on, bruh, this is horrible.
It's weird. You know what's weird is like the real gay ones kind of like stick together. You know, like the more flamboyant ones kind of stick together. Oh,
bruh.
Wait, let's hear what this.
Monroe, I just want to say thank you all for being so loving and kind and welcoming. This has been my first sports league and my first real social thing since I've come out as Monroe and started my transition process. And it's just really meant the world to me in ways that you all will never be able to fully understand. But I just want to say thank you so much, especially to Team Purple. It's been a great season and I will be back in the spring.
I'm 1+1. All right.
Okay. I don't know if this is potentially a gay person taking children after using a woman as a human incubator.
But wait a minute. Go back to that picture really quick. Why is that
disrespectful?
Why is that guy laying like, oh no, you know what that is? That's a woman who transitioned to a man. Those are the babies she gave birth to.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what that is.
It's freaking crazy. Pride Month is the worst month in American history. And I think that whoever made this a federal recognition should I will ask, when is Jesus coming for them? And I'll leave it at that, because that's pretty fucked up to do that to humanity. It's a bunch of rejects and degenerates of society all in one spot. I mean, I'm glad that we could put them somewhere, because now we can easily identify them.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to read that. You cannot say that in our comments section, bro. Like, you cannot say that. I'm going to delete that comment, because I'm going to get this channel in trouble. We cannot have comments like that in the comment section. Please refrain from explicitly stating or directly stating anything directed towards hate or death in this community. I'm begging you guys.
If one of us does it, it's our bad and it's our channel that we're affecting, but please, like, don't add to it. Because I know
last week in Orange County, California, they wasted taxpayers' monies on detectives to find the criminals that tore up and destroyed a pride flag from a gay man's house. They're calling it a hate crime. I did see that, and I ignored it, because it only gains attention and attraction, and it attracts people if we talk about it. Much like I didn't talk about the U-turn being taken down, because I'm really sick and tired of giving the retards in the society a platform. And I think we do that way too much. Pride Month, we could do it all the time. But I'm going to do it in a manner of I'm making fun of them. I'm not going to express any anger towards this group, because it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Let's just make fun of it and have fun doing it. And then maybe people will tune in that way and it'll come off less hateful. But I'm so tired of gay people. I'm tired of trans people. I'm tired of gay people. And I'm tired of their allies.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's called Pride Month. It doesn't mean that we can't have pride in being straight and and talk about how messed up Pride Month is. It really is sometimes. I don't understand.
This is a good. I'm glad we started out with this because I remember I was telling you about Mr. Charles and Mr. Netta.
Yeah.
So now they're popping up in my timeline because I looked them up. I looked them up, and it made me think even more about what I was talking to you about. So I'm going to play this interview for you. It's 2 minutes, not long at all.
Okay.
And then everybody watching, please give your commentary on this. Before I play it, this is my thought pattern behind this, because we're starting to see a lot of men who claim to be straight, especially rappers who claim to be straight, that are justifying dealing with men who dress like women because they operate as more of an asset than a headache. And I'm starting to wonder, is this going to give rise to a population of men speaking red pill rhetoric? Because when you hear this guy, the first thing that's going to pop in your head, Mo, is red pill and what the fuck. Are they going to be using the red pill to justify being gay? That's what I think. I'm going to play this video for y'all.
Okay.
Wow. And of course it wouldn't play. Freaking TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Does it do that to you too?
Yeah, it does that to me all the time, especially on TikTok.
What was it about Netta that
Can you guys hear that?
Charles, I want to ask you, what was it about Netta that really made you want to pursue a relationship? You guys are married now and have been for 2 months. What was it about Netta? She slid into your DMs one day, and it's been history ever since. Talk to me about your love journey.
I mean, like you said, slid in DMs. At first, I ignored it, and then I gave it a chance. Next thing you know, we started conversating, hanging out, and bam.
Okay.
The rest was history. I'm like, well, okay, this person's all right.
But what is it about her that you love so much?
I guess it's the personality, the good heart she carries. Because, a person like that is rare. So, like a rare gem, you want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Then, and on top of that, it's never became more of an asset. You know what I'm saying? Most women out here are liabilities. This one right here add to my life. I'm like, wow, okay. So you ain't a risk take, you ain't a risker after all. So I think I'm like, okay. I think I made the right move.
Okay. All right. And Netta, what was it about Charles that grabbed your attention?
Is that a burn victim? You're on mute.
No, it's not that's a dude with a bunch of makeup on. That's a man.
I know that's a man, but why is the face like melted?
I think that's just how he looks far away, but his face is really bumpy when you zoom in on it. It looks like monkeypox on his face.
Yeah.
I can explain it. Yeah. Right. So when you listen to that, were you kind of shocked to hear red pill rhetoric coming from this guy? And he's explaining why a man is more of an asset than a woman because the man is less of a liability and a risk for him.
Right. It did sound like that. It's funny. I wouldn't have thought that unless you said that. Does that make sense?
Really?
Unless you had pointed that out. That wouldn't have been the first thing that came to my mind. When I was listening to him, he seemed very lost and unsure of himself as a man. Because he was just I think I made the right decision. I don't know if he's looking for some type of if he has some type of void in his life or as a child, I don't know what, but he seemed very lost when he was talking. I was not convinced at all about this. But now that you say the thing about the red pill rhetoric, it does for sure sound like that. Same argument.
Okay. Here's another video. I'm bringing this up because
I
these
wanted to
dudes
hear
are gay.
I wanted to hear what Netta said.
He doesn't. They cut it off. The video ends right there.
Oh, okay.
I think. Hold on. I could be wrong, or maybe I'm just I hate listening to this dude talk.
This was on social media. How'd you even find Charles?
There it is. Here we go.
Well, we were on a dating site.
Tell me what it is. Let us know what it is.
I can't tell you that.
It's a
we
secret.
we don't.
No.
We don't kind of remember, but it was two sites. I don't know if it was Moco Space or Tag.
It was
one of them.
Okay.
As we conversating and me cooking him lunch and stuff, because I still did that when we first started. I still was a cooker to him. I would go. He stayed with his father. I would go over there. I would fix his father, him and his father food and stuff. And then after that, he was not staying with me. He was staying with his father. And I used to take him. He didn't have a car. I used to take him to pay bills and buy groceries and all this and all that. And I'm looking like, oh, somebody that's trying to build something. He take care of bills, he do all this, and I'm like, okay, well, this is something that we can do together. So we talked and we conversated about it, and we decided to move in after maybe 3 months,
4 months.
About 3 or 4 months, we moved in.
Look, the reason I am citing Red Pill, because there's some people on Instagram like, do not attach this. Shout out to Lopez. He's in the chat right now. Do not attach this to the Red Pill. The reason I am attaching it, and you cannot get mad, is because of this video right here. I found this video first and ended up finding a follow-up interview, several follow-up interviews with these two.
I need to see
all he does is spew red pill rhetoric. So this is what my last line was about. Is there room for the LGBTQ in the red pill sphere? Because you have a lot of gay men who are using y'all's talking points to explain away why they want to be with men. I'm just saying. Listen to this.
Think about that. It's common sense, ain't it? Or better, common sense to tell you that. Don't. And here's the thing, most of y'all modern women, y'all don't bring value to a man's life no more. Y'all feel the need to be these independent boss babes, but y'all don't bring shit to a man that actually have it all. Like, let me ask y'all women something. When y'all come across a guy who got everything in order, got all his ducks in a row, got his own kingdom built, for a man like that, what can you do for him?
Stop it for a second.
What can you do for a man?
Stop it for a second. He got a kingdom built. Didn't she say she was giving him a ride to pay bills?
Yes, but that's not the point.
Didn't she say he was living with his daddy? He got a kingdom built. Come on.
He's not saying he has one built. He's speaking in general.
Is this the same guy or is this somebody different?
This is the same guy. He's calling out women. He's saying, look, whatever their situation was is whatever. They're gay. I don't really care. I'm just speaking to the fact that this guy on several interviews and men in several other interviews have used the red pill rhetoric to explain why they're fucking gay.
So you're saying red pills are gay?
I'm saying red pill. This is a warning. Listen, you should listen to me because I'm usually ahead of the game when it comes to the LGBTQ and where they're going. They're going to come and infiltrate your movement. Okay. And these women who love to call y'all faggots and gay because of how harsh and critical you are towards women, they're going to start using people like Mr. Netta and Mr. Charles here and all these faggot ass rappers. I'm sorry, I've said this word a bunch of times, but all these gay ass rappers that like to use these talking points to explain away why they are justified in being with another man. This grown ass man said modern women do not give him the stability that he needs. He found assets in another man. And then he's sitting on his live giving the same critiques that y'all give. Listen to what he's saying.
By himself and don't need nobody else. What use are you to that man?
I can't even take this dude seriously.
A woman can build her own too, but guess what? The only type of guy that you're gonna be qualified.
Listen to what he says.
The only guy that's gonna qualify for you is, like I said, a beta simp. A beta
simp. He used the key word.
He used the key word.
A beta simp.
Dog. Tell me I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, all the men who follow Red Pill Sphere, if I'm tripping, let me know. I don't think I'm tripping. I think I'm giving y'all a warning before it happens. And you should probably listen to me. Because then nobody want to listen to me about Christian Walker. And they fucked around and found out about his ass. He tanked his daddy's whole campaign.
Did she just throw a jab at me? Listen, somebody in your Instagram comments wants to know, what is the red pill? Not everybody knows what the red pill is.
The red pill is an ideology that, holds women accountable and gives a space for men to speak on their hardships that they face, not only in the justice system when it comes to paternity, when it comes to divorce, but in general when it comes to dealing with women and their perception in the world, such as toxic masculinity. This is a platform that speaks against that and gives men an actual platform to be honest about where they are in life. But I'm saying, y'all got a group coming. They knocking. They soon ain't gonna be knocking. They just gonna bust the door down.
It's also, you guys, an ode to what's the movie?
It's really not, though. People keep trying to attach it to the Matrix, but it's not.
Well, in a way it is, because in the Matrix, the red pill stands for the truth. Stands for so when they say the red pill community name themselves that because they feel like they're giving you truth. So that's why they associate it to the red pill. You're taking the red pill. The truth pill, the truth serum.
Lopez says posers, they hate themselves, grasping for reasons to be gay. Hey man, you know what y'all about to, this red pill, the community, y'all about to be like niggas out here. You know how we got to keep fighting against this stereotype of ratchetness and ghetto-ness? Y'all gonna be fighting the same thing. And here we go. He's as nasty as shit. He likes utensils. He likes mouth in the salad, but don't put no utensils in it. That's what he said on the Breakfast Club.
This really cut me deep, okay? Because Tank be making that baby making music, and to hear him say this, I was like, come on, man. Come on. All right, let me play with Tank, because I said this to Soonie and I was like, oh, you're about to have a field day with this, because you know how she's always going on about Tank this and Tank that. Let's see what he says. This is really disappointing, so prepare yourselves.
Dick once, right? And then he's like, I'm not sure if I liked it or not.
Let me try it again.
Let me try it again. And then he says, you know what? It's not for me. Don't like the taste. You see what I'm saying?
Don't like the taste.
We're not talking about chicken. We talking about dicking.
Well, you know what?
Dick in his jaw.
Dick in his jaw.
How you made a bar out of chicken and
Because she's an artist at heart. It's natural. It comes natural.
But it doesn't mean he's gay. It means he sucked dick twice.
Okay.
It
so
means he's gay.
For the sake of your argument, that's okay. I got you.
Because the art of being gay is being gay.
It's being.
It's a continuous state of being.
So if you like 10 times,
what? It is not a continuous state of being.
So what's the limit? So anything above
2, you get a second chance, and then if you keep it going, then there you are.
You strike out at 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
You strike out at 3.
All right.
Yeah. He sucked.
That's crazy.
Listen, if you are sucking dick as a grown ass man, you are gay.
Or even contemplating it.
If you are even thinking, if you even considered it, if you contemplated, if you thought about it, if something ran across your mind that even make you interested, you are gay. Now you can be delivered from that. Don't fall, don't fall victim to it. But Tank is gay. I don't really care what anybody has to say. Especially Liddell. And I'm actually shocked that Mo is being a bit objective when it comes to this dude, because they seem to be in denial about Tank and his fruitiness. I don't think Tank is writing music about women. I think he's writing about his experiences with men and putting it off as him talking about what he might do to a woman. Tank sat on the Breakfast Club and said he tooted his ass up to have a woman eat the groceries. Do you remember that interview?
Yeah.
Or have you never seen it?
No, I saw it. I saw a clip. I didn't see the whole interview.
This nigga's gay. The general of my ass. No pun intended. Pause.
The general of my ass. No diddy.
Where is Liddell? Liddell needs to answer for these crimes.
So somebody I actually know, a gay man, commented on that, and he had said that he said, nope. He's on the spectrum, more straight, but incidentally homosexual. Now this guy is gay. That's making this comment.
What the fuck is a spectrum? There's a spectrum to gayness now.
Listen, meaning he's straight, but will participate in a threesome with another dude and female, and also may do something with the dude. Google the Kinsey scale, so you can see how straight you are. So there's a test to see how gay you are. It's 7 questions. Lopez, you want to come up here on the show and take it? Just joking. I'm just joking. We need a guy. I'm just joking. We just need a guy. We need a guy to come up here and take it. I'm not saying Lopez.
This is pseudoscience. It's not even real science. See, to me, this strengthens my thought of this is all a concerted effort to turn straight men gay in efforts to sterilize this population, because I've never seen more justifications for being gay than I have, I guess, in these last couple years. Not even 5 years ago was there this much justification behind if a guy is gay, if he does something with another man, you're gay. There's no ifs and buts about it. If you did something with a woman before, and you still have desires for a woman, you're a lesbian.
I'm taking the Kinsey scale. Hold on.
You're taking the what? Put it on the screen so everybody can see.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go back.
I'm about to text Liddell.
Okay,
Come
so
answer.
I'm going to take the Kinsey scale test. Okay, here's the first question. To whom are you attracted? And these are the options. Let me see if I can make it bigger so y'all can see this. All right.
What in the world?
So both men and women, mostly people of the opposite sex for mine, mostly people of the same sex, only people of the opposite sex for mine. Okay. This is the questions are interesting. Okay. Because if I didn't know what I was taking, not this question in particular, but we'll see. Okay. So I clicked only people of the opposite sex. Who have you had sex with? I clicked only people of the opposite sex. You guys are just seeing how I answered it. Who have you had sexual fantasies about? I didn't answer this one yet. Most people of the opposite sex for mine. Most people of the same sex as mine. Only people of the opposite sex. Okay. With whom do you form strong emotional bonds? I click both men and women because I do.
Wait, who do you feel what?
Form emotional bonds with?
Oh.
Who do you feel most comfortable socializing with? Both men and women, mostly people of the opposite sex, mostly people of the same sex, only people of the opposite sex, only people of the same sex, both men and women. The idea of having sex with someone of the opposite sex for mine is desirable, interesting, tolerable, negative, disgusting.
Disgusting.
I say negative because it's not disgusting to me, but it's not like anything. The idea of having sex with someone of the same sex as my... Oh, wait. Did I answer that right? The idea of having sex with... Hold on. The idea of having sex with someone of the opposite sex for mine is desirable. This one would be negative. Okay, let's see. I'm exclusively heterosexual.
No, you're not.
That's what it says.
Why
would I not be? Why would I not be? Because I said I form emotional bonds.
No, because you said it's not disgusting.
So I have to say it's disgusting to be heterosexual.
Or you're not straight. Yeah. Yeah, no. There is no gray area.
Negative. I said it's negative.
That's not going far enough.
Oh Lord.
You got to say it's disgusting.
No, because you're a homophobe. So you have to say it's disgusting.
You sound like a liberal. You did not just call me a homophobe.
I did, because you are. You're disgusted. Like you would run from a gay person where I would not. Like I could have a conversation with a gay person. I could be in the same room with a gay. I wouldn't run. wouldn't like. You one time saw a tranny and you were like, oh, I saw a tranny. Like, dude, I have been in rooms with trannies and I'm like, whatever. One time I sat next to a guy who was dressed as a woman, and I looked at him and I was like, and he was with a woman like who looked to be his wife, and she said, "Yes, this is my husband, and he likes to dress like a woman." And I got into a whole conversation with her about it. I'm like, why? I was like, I don't understand, but you guys are married. She's like, yeah, we've been married like 40 something years.
Thank you, Lopez. Not discussing is an area for consideration. What? You called me homophobic.
You're homophobic.
What? You
are homophobic. You are. I would categorize you as homophobic. Because see, look at number 1 is heterosexual, incidental, homosexual tendencies. That would be where you think I would land just because I said not disgusting.
No, you would be 2 because you said you form emotional bonds with women. I don't do that.
You don't have an emotional bond with your sister, with your mom, like anybody? I have an emotional bond with my mother. I have an emotional bond with my best friend who's a woman.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that.
See? Well, there you go. See, those are the things that like you think make me somewhat like on the spectrum, which I think is ridiculous.
I don't think there is a spectrum yet.
No, because you're saying I shouldn't even be a 0. You're saying I shouldn't be.
Based on the answers that you gave, not because of who you are. I don't think you're on the spectrum at all.
It's because you said I didn't say it was
think you just have a gray area for these people because you're just a kind person.
I know, but it doesn't make me. I could have
disgusting.
tendencies. Lopez says that I have like a propensity basically to like go in that direction.
Yes, maybe. You know what? Can we keep it a stack? I wouldn't be shocked if you came out and told me that.
If I came out and told you what?
That you decided to go the opposite direction. Go
really?
The same direction. I'm sorry. I would not be shocked.
If I came out and was like, hey, Soonie, guess what? I'm a lesbian.
I'm actually, I would be like,
or bi. Or would you say if I was bi, you would be like, oh, that's no surprise. Why?
Well, thanks for finally telling me because of how
she said, thanks for finally telling me. Thanks for coming clean.
Because you are just like very cavalier and like just very laid back about this subject, and I'm just like, there's only good and bad.
But that makes me a lesbian or bisexual.
I just said I wouldn't be shocked if you told me. I don't think you are, but if you came out and told me, it wouldn't shock me.
First of all, let's just get one thing straight. Number 1, well, let's get 2 things straight. Never would I ever, come out and be like, hey, I'm bisexual. That just would not happen. I'm like strictly dickly over here. Number 2, I would never call you to be like, hey, guess what?
Why wouldn't you call me? Wait a minute.
Because you're homophobic.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you would shame me.
I'm not afraid of gays. What? And I don't have an irrational fear of them. My feelings are hurt. This is my first time admitting that my feelings are hurt. Mo hurt my feelings tonight. She called me a homophobe. Oh my goodness.
Whatever. Put a 1 in the comment if y'all remember the Soonie video that she made when she ran into a tranny in Japan at a convenience store.
You don't remember that? Be quiet.
Yeah, I do remember that. I would like see like that type of stuff just doesn't do anything to me.
Oh, sorry. Lopez is doing
let me read what Lopez is putting. Lopez, come over here to the chat on YouTube. Stop hiding over there on Instagram. Everybody that's on Instagram, you guys need to come to the chat on YouTube. Because I'm not about to read all y'all's comments, but Lopez says 6 shots and Mo gonna be Lily Lit Liquor territory. Mo, let me find out you go into pride parades. I've been to a pride parade.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
Listen, I've been to a drag show. I've been to a pride parade. I've been to a gay club. And never once have I been like, huh, I really want to try this territory. Never.
Why are you gay?
Oh God.
Soonie, it's a wrap. Hey man, listen.
No, come over to the YouTube, Lopez. Come over to the YouTube.
I've never been to either one of those. I've never been to a drag show. I've never been to anything Pride Month, and there is nothing that would make me want to go. This is why I'm saying if you did, which is highly unlikely, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked based on what you're telling me right now. You're going to Pride parades for what? For what? What is there that you want to see or experience or partake in?
When I was in college, like I had a lot of friends that were gay. And we would go that was just we would go out to the drag shows or we would go to the gay clubs and we would just have a good time because the gay clubs had the best music. And as a girl in a relationship, you don't have to worry about getting hit on by men at a gay club because they're not interested.
But you got to worry about being hit on by women. So
yeah, but you know what the thing is? So gay women do go to gay clubs, but typically most gay areas, I know here in Oakland, Dallas, they have what is it called? Sue Ellen's, which is an all lesbian bar, and that's where the lesbians go. And it's all butch lesbians. You'll be hard pressed to find a beautiful woman there. They're all 200 plus pounds, short hair.
How do you know all this?
Because I just get out. I'm not sheltered.
Do you see the jabs? She's not sheltered because she dwells with faggots. What? What?
I ain't making anything worse, Lopez. There's nothing worse. I'm just being real. That's just what I did back in the days.
So let's answer Lopez's question. I will answer no. I've never done anything like that. Have you ever kissed a girl?
Yes. Yes. Soonie, I know you haven't, but almost every girl has. Almost every girl, and I'm not saying every girl does, but almost every girl, especially if you went to college. Especially if you went to college, because that's just the environment. Me and my best friend, it was all in an effort to hook up with these guys. And we were with these two guys. We were each individually interested in different guys. And we all obviously drank too much. And then the guys were like, oh, I dare you guys to kiss. And we did. And there was nothing there. It was it wasn't oh, this is kind of nice. There was nothing that clicked. And I was oh, this is nice. It wasn't. It was just okay, I kissed my girlfriend.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Can you pull that Tank video back up and re-roll that clip? Because that's exactly who the fuck you sound like.
I'm just being real. See, this is why.
Bad motherfucker, bro.
I'm just being real. This is what it is.
Oh,
it's no big deal.
So that's the equivalent of sucking a dick and saying I'm not gay if I suck a dick.
I think putting somebody's genitals in your mouth are a little bit different than kissing.
Was it or was it full blown making out?
It wasn't full blown making out. It was
but there was some tongue action, wasn't there?
No.
See, you think about it.
No, because I don't remember.
So.
No, because I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it was a longer peck, if I remember. I don't know.
I'm done.
It was boring. Like it was so boring. And then I was just like, these guys aren't even
If this doesn't show y'all that I am a nice person
She's
to
not.
sit here and be friends
a
with
monster.
this woman after what she's telling me,
She's
I
a
don't know
monster.
what to tell you.
She's a monster.
I'm not a monster. Stop it.
Wait, what did Lopez say? Mo, don't lie. I'm college. Did you ever kiss your girlfriends ever?
Yeah, that was the question that I asked. I had asked that earlier. That was because of Lopez.
You pinned it. Okay.
Yeah.
Was coochie ever tasted? No. 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 And yes, I am blaming it on the alcohol for sure. Alcohol will make you do crazy things.
Mo.
Yeah.
You definitely bring the entertainment factor to this show. I just want to give you your fucking flowers.
Yeah.
Because everything would be very vanilla. If it was just me here, I would probably just talk about politics and like cultural issues. So I appreciate your contribution. I really do.
Yeah, thanks. If I was gonna be gay, that would have been the moment that I would have if something would have clicked in my head.
You see how she just glanced over my compliment? I'm never giving you one ever again.
Look at this. Con said my new should be at Let's Talk Dyke. Oh,
Let's Talk Dyke. I mean,
ask if another girl has ever kissed her down there. No. No.
I don't believe you. I think you're hiding that.
No, I'm not. I would have told you. I've told you everything else.
No, you're not that much of an open book. There are things that we keep to ourselves.
That's you what,
human nature.
Tell you what, if you guys really want to know, when am I going to be in Colorado? On my channel, Let's Talk Darling, and on my channel only because I can't do this to Soonie. I leave for Colorado the week of July 25th. So me and my girlfriends are going to do a show. It's going to be Girl Talk After Hours. And if you guys want to know the answers to all these questions, you're going to have to subscribe there. Because alcohol will probably be drinking. I'll probably be drunk. And I might say more than I'm saying now. Who knows? So you'll have to tune in.
Shameless plug. Go watch the Degenerate Show After Dark. I'll be in the comment section too.
I'm going to be with 4 other girls. And one of them, you guys, one of them, she's a big old freak. She's going to listen. Ashley, she's the type of girl that Lopez will want to be in the comments about because she's 40. She's in her 40s.
Why didn't I watch the show? We need them to comment here.
Yeah, I know. Well, but you don't want this on this channel. You don't want that on this channel.
Well, we're having a conversation now. I wouldn't mind if they were here to comment. It's going to get
bad. No, it's going to get bad.
What do you mean bad?
Ashley is if you guys have ever watched Sex in the City, she is like Samantha. She's
I don't know these characters.
Okay, well, Samantha is the more raunchier one. Ashley's the type of girl that's Ash, you were supposed to go out to dinner with Ashley and she was late, getting there, and she'd be like, sorry, I had to masturbate really quick. That's Ashley.
Yeah, we would never.
Yeah, we can't have Ashley on here. But that's her.
The fuck did you just say?
We love
That's
Ash.
Sexual assault. I don't care. That's sexual harassment, not assault.
She would just be like, guys, I'm going to be 5 minutes late because I got to masturbate really quick. That's her. And she's in her 40s. She is a very accomplished woman. She supports herself. She has no kids.
She's single.
Yeah, she is single. But she's out there in the dating world. And I'm always fascinated to hear her stories. So, yeah.
How do you befriend? yeah, I guess that's a good question. How do you befriend women like that? How do you not get irritated with the utter nonsense that they spew? Because I have really good, thoughtful, insightful conversations. It's not all that time and place, you know what I mean? When it's just us girls and we're just having fun on a road trip. The way I met Ashley was through my other girlfriends. I didn't know her until
I started hanging out with some other girls that are not like Ashley at all. And that's what I really love about my girlfriends is we have Heather, who you guys met last week, who she's very, just a regular mom. She's a wife. She's like not anything like Ashley. She's nothing like me either. A business owner, everything's great with her, right? Then there's Angela. Angela's a mother. Her and her husband do real estate. They're super cool people. Nothing like Ashley. Ashley's like the outlier of all of us, and she's so very different from us. But I love that we all kind of like bring something different, because I would be incredibly bored if we were all the same. And I love that we're all different. So that's how we have such great times together. I would travel with no other girls but those girls. Yeah.
Married women always have a promiscuous friend. No, we don't. Maybe Mo does. But once I find that out, and you guys can ask my husband this, we were having a conversation about this the other day. Once I find out how women really are, I immediately disconnect. You will never see me around your social circle again. That's just me. I don't get down with that. He said keeps them in the loop to what they're missing out on. What are we missing out on?
No, it's not so much what we're missing out on, because like I know Heather had her days when she was single. I had my days when I was single. We all have our single girl stories that we like all come to the table with. Ashley's just still there. She was like in promoting in Vegas. Like she just has like a very like fun. Well, I wouldn't say it's fun for her, because I know that she does want to settle down, and I know that she does want to have kids. And we all talked to her about that. And we're like, she used to have this like really long list of like requirements for guys. And we finally told her like, you're a beautiful girl. Like you have a lot to offer, but like you need to really be like realistic about where you're at in your life and like what kind of guy you would like to get, because you can no longer get this 20-year-old stud. And the other thing is like her main group of friends is a lot of younger people. So she's around these younger guys, and we all know what younger guys are all about. You see what I'm saying? So, but the cool thing is about Ashley is like, we have these conversations with her, and she's so like open to talking about it. She's not like defensive about it. She's just, I almost want to say she's like your typical hopeless romantic in every sense of the word. Like she wants all those things like kids and settling down and marriage and all this stuff. But I say hopeless in the sense of she realizes that she may have like waited too long, or may have like held out too long for that perfect checks all the boxes type of guy. And she didn't put herself around the right type of women to meet those type of guys that she wanted. She was meeting guys that are much younger than her. So
interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think women are more diverse than is kind of put out into society.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're friends. I really don't.
I know, it's
and
wild.
Even in person, like I wouldn't feel like I can't be friends with her. I'm probably just gonna laugh at half the shit you do. I'm too laid back. The most is gonna happen is I'm gonna be like, I'll go on a trip with you, but I want to go look at museums. I want to go to the aquarium. I want to do things like that. I'm not gonna be like, hey, let's go club.
No,
if
we
we're
don't
in
club.
Vegas,
We don't
sure,
club.
let's have a drink at the casino, but I don't know.
No, this is what we do. See, this is the fun thing about it, and this is why I love it, is we go to Colorado, some of the girls partake in the smoking, and all that stuff. But we sit around, watch Netflix, cook food, talk, go hiking, go to the hot springs. We all have like the outdoors in common. We all love the outdoors. So we do a lot of outdoorsy things. And we love to eat. So like, that's what we do. None of us go to clubs. None of us have any desire to go to clubs. We just want to go do adventurous things, so it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
You're a girl's girl though. Like
I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, I'm not. I like hanging around sports, cards, Like, I don't know. I don't think I would survive in a group like that.
Yeah.
I think I would be very isolated. I'm like that naturally though. Once I've had enough of like being around people,
yeah,
I'll just go set myself off to the side and chill. But it is definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Hearing people's different friend groups and what each friend contributes. I think I'm just too judgmental to have a friend like that. And then I don't think we would be friends. I think that person would hate me. They might feel like I'm against them, but in my view, that's if I'm telling you the truth, I love you to tell you that truth. And I feel like I respect you a little more than yourself, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
We definitely have given her some hard truths sometimes. I think like
Yeah.
the last couple years, it's gotten a lot easier. But you know, Ashley, like she's a very so Lopez asked a question, like, what does she offer? I bet some of the things are things that men don't care about. So typically you would think that what it is she offers is a career and all this other stuff. And yes, she has all that. But the one thing I always say about Ashley every time we travel together is I'm like, she's such a caretaker, because when she comes, the first thing she does is like, is everything good? Like she wants to cook for us. She wants to like bring a meal for us. Like, I think she said, she's like, I'm bringing a shepherd's pie, because she lives in Colorado. So she's like, I'm bringing a shepherd's pie for our first dinner. And, you know, last time she brought tacos or whatever for us to eat. And she's just like the sweetest girl. And she like wants to take care of somebody. Like she wants that somebody that she loves to take care of. But there was a time where she was like, she's a super sexual person. And there was a time where like she would meet guys, and I think she felt like that was the best thing she had to offer. So she'd immediately like go to the sex aspect of it. And we would tell her, we'd be like, Ashley, you can't do that. Like, you can't just like jump right into sex, because she'd be like, I don't understand. He didn't call me again. And I was like, because you gave him sex right away. You know, I'm like, and he knew nothing else about you. She's in her 40s. I think she's either in her she might be either like almost turning 40. Actually, I think she's 39, because she wants to go to Italy for her birthday, for her 40th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like what Lopez said here. And this is another conversation we can have, right? He said most friends would definitely not like Soonie or think she's gay. And that's literally been my experience with women, because I'm not out there and because I don't know. I just really don't enjoy congregating with women. If it has to be a certain type of woman. Me and Mo, we can sit and chill and talk for days. That's my dog. But I just can't do girl groups like that. And most of the time, it's because there's like some unspoken issue, and then it comes out, you know, you must be gay, or I'm like, but I'm not though. I'm not. I'm married. I just don't have a desire to do what you're doing. I don't. I don't have a desire to do any of that. Thanks for bringing that up, Lopez, because that is really something that I deal with on a massive level when it comes to hanging out with girl groups.
I mean, like I said, like our particular girl group is very like diverse as far as not everybody. I'm probably the most girly girl besides Ashley. Ashley's pretty girly girl, but I'm probably the most girly girl out of the group. And then, you know, Heather and Ash and Angela are like, you know, tied for a close second there. But you know, like Heather, she's like laid back. Like she's not like, you know, the type of girl like me that I'm just like, oh my God, I got to bring like a whole suitcase of outfits because I want to take all these selfies when I get there. You know, like, you know, I need to like bank all these selfies while I'm still, you know, looking good and whatever. So
yeah.
So like me, I'm the only one that's like that, you know, but like they love me for it anyways, you know, like Angela takes 3 showers a day and she's just like super chill. And I don't know, like, I love that.
What do you think about this? This is just something that I thought of. And we've had this conversation. Women, do you think your group of friends are 100% honest with each other? Or do you think there are instances where you guys will probably lie or bend the truth to accommodate that person's feelings?
For sure.
Okay, see, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
But all women, I think to like a certain degree, maybe some more than others, do that.
Really? Give me some examples. What do you like? Some examples of what you mean.
Well, I mean, like I can just say, like in our group, right? Like sometimes we hear something from, or I'm sure the girls have heard me say stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or we hear something from somebody else, and like we don't necessarily say anything in the moment, and then like we'll start it, like because we have so many group chats. We have like our Colorado girls trip group chat. We have a group chat with me, Heather and Angela, and then we have like another group chat like that has Gabby in it, because she like partakes sometimes in some of our trips or whatever. But yeah, like sometimes like we're like, did you hear so and so say this? And like we'll talk about it and kind of offer advice on like how to handle it. So like we had a situation with one of the girls that's no longer part of the group come up, and it got really bad. And we didn't address it right away. We came back from our trip and we were all like, can you believe what happened? And I told you this story. You know the story, Soonie.
Yeah.
And so like it was a very serious issue, but it wasn't like right in the moment. We all addressed it. In the moment, Heather and Angela do what they do best, which is just like try to keep things cool, to not ruin the trip, because they put a lot of like planning into the trip, and they were like, now's not the time to get into it. Like we're all in a house together. Now's not the time. Okay. So, they did that type of thing. So that's what I say, different degrees.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I don't see that as lying. I see that as that's mature, not addressing something when it's probably not the right environment.
Yeah.
I guess a better example of what I mean would be like would you, if me and Mo were together and we're going somewhere and you came out in this raunchy ass outfit, I'm going to tell you, bitch, you need to go fucking change your clothes if you're going anywhere with me, because I'm not walking around with you looking like that.
Yeah.
I think most women would just kind of be like, you look cute, girl. You're lying. She looks a train wreck.
Well,
like, things like that. Does this make me look fat? Do you think I'm wrong for this? Or like the best example I can give is like when you're listening to your girls, and I know you don't do this because we have conversations when they're like trashing men or trashing their partner or something that their partner did. You're gonna give an honest assessment of like, hell no, girl, you were wrong. But most women will lie.
Mm-hmm. And Lopez is right. He says for the sake of feelings, because I think women all know like we're irrational. Like we know we're irrational sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
you get a feeling on who you can say that, be upfront with, and who you cannot be upfront with. Okay. And you also need to know your audience when you're going out with your friends. Like for instance, you gave the example, if I came out dressed like a total whore.
Yeah.
If I was a true friend of yours and respected your values and whatever, whatever you believe in, I would know not to go out with you dressed like a whore. Like, number one, we're not going to go anywhere that like warrants me dressing a certain type of way because you like to do certain things. So I'm going to be like, hey, if we're going to go out, let's figure out what's something both of us like to do. We can both agree on, and let's go do it. Right. And I'm going to dress for that occasion and behave respectively and even speak respectively, because I know around you or your family, there's just certain things that they're just not tolerated. And that's just something I do with my friends. Now, Ashley calls me up and she's like, hey, let's go to a club.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a club person, but she's like, please come to the club with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to dress like a whore in that situation.
Yeah.
But you might think that like what I'm wearing is like a little bit too risque for you, but it's not what I would wear with you. It's what I would wear with Ashley. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Well, you're a sensible friend.
I'm a sensible wild child.
I'm gonna toot my own horn here. Sorry, guys, if this comes off a bit cocky, but I think if I'm friends with you, then you are a solid person, because I am not trusting of anyone. I don't like many people. my circle of friends is extremely small. I am friends with literally 2 people. 2. And those are the only 2 people that come to my house. So I'm just giving Mo a compliment because I don't befriend losers. I really don't. People who I perceive to be losers, we wouldn't be friends because my face is you're going to catch one ugly look from me one day and be like, in the back of your head, why did Soonie make that face?
You hear that, guys? The potential lesbian is invited to Soonie's house.
Stop. Don't. Why you got to do that? Why?
I just have to call out that you called me a potential lesbian.
I didn't say potential. Don't twist my words. Stop it.
You're like, I would
have a propensity. I just think that you're just nice, Mo.
Yeah,
That's what
nice.
it is.
I'm
You're
a nice person.
You want everyone to be involved. You want everyone to feel like they matter.
Comfortable.
And I don't. If you're not comfortable, then go find a place you're comfortable at. That's how I look at it. Unless I really care about you enough to really, accommodate. Well, what's wrong? If I offended you, right?
Yeah.
And you were just like, you know what? I really didn't like that you did that. I would be like, okay, my bad. But if anybody else were to come up and be like, I don't really like that you did that, and you don't have to be around me.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times that like I felt a certain type of way about like some type of energy you were giving me, right? And I was like, well, I just didn't bring it up because I know you. There is a time and a place to talk to Soonie about like a vibe you got from her, and it ain't right when you get in the vibe. Let me just tell you that right now, because all you're gonna be met with, you're gonna be met with a big old defensive, reaction. You just are.
Yep. You are.
And
I can admit that about myself.
And you have to say, does it matter enough to me to bring it up? Like, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Like when talking to your girlfriends, ladies, listen, okay? Because not everything that pops into your mind needs to be expressed.
Facts. Say that again, Mo.
Not everything that pops into your mind needs to be expressed to your girlfriends. ... Okay.
Exactly.
So just because you think it doesn't mean you say it. And this is the rule I use. Number 1, is it going to benefit this person? Are they going to benefit from me giving them this information? Are they going to be able to receive this information the moment I tell them? Okay. If the answer to those 2 things are no. And number 3, do I care? Do I care either way? If the answers to all those things are no, I don't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
all I'm saying is if you haven't gotten into a disagreement with your friends and y'all both are just like, you know what? Okay, I hear you. Not even just both. It could just be one-sided. Okay, I got you. Like, I understand. You're not really friends. For real. I agree. I disagree with Mo all the time. Me and Mo disagree all the time. And she tells me all the time, you are, she just said it. You're sheltered. Oh my gosh, you're homophobic. I still cannot believe you said that to me.
My best friend, Natasha, one time we stopped being friends because I was dating Dave, who was white. And
you told me this.
So listen, so this is a funny thing. Okay. So listen, wait, let me take a step back. So before I met Dave, my other best friend, Karen, started dating this guy, Adam, who I knew Adam because me and Adam went to school since middle school. And he was like the biggest jerk on the planet. But my friend Karen was Mexican. And I was just like, ew, you're going to marry Adam? He's white, And like at the time we were like, she's Mexican, I'm Hispanic. And we really only dated men of
black
melanin. No, not black, but like not white. You know what I mean? We talk shit about white people. So we were like, whatever. Like, and dude, I stopped talking to her. I was like, I'm not going to hold your, this is terrible. I was like, I'm not going to hold your white babies. Like, whatever. These are my godchildren now today. These are my godchildren. I was like, I'm not going to hold your white babies if you marry him. We didn't talk to each other. Finally, like days before the wedding, I was like, I miss you. Like her and Adam, Adam and the guy I was dating at the time, Anthony, who was Puerto Rican, he was like, dude, he's like, Mo's like super upset he's like, yeah, man, Karen's super upset. Like, she really misses her. And they were so cute. They were like, we got to get them back together. Aww. And so they tricked us to get us to talk. And then me being the softie I was like, I miss you, please. I'm sorry. You know, like, I was just like so sad. But then fast forward to me getting engaged to Dave, my other friend, Natasha, she literally did a drive-by at my house and she was like yelling out of her truck. She was like, you fucking bitch. She was like, dude, Natasha's Black and Japanese. She was like yelling all kinds of stuff outside the truck. She's like, I can't believe you're dating a white guy. You always talk shit about white guys and now you're marrying a white guy. She was like, I'm never fucking talking to you again. Yes. Now, fast forward, she is engaged to a white guy. Okay.
Look at y'all.
Ain't it funny
flipping to the other team.
Yes. It's so funny. Girls are crazy. Damn. So see, that's
girls
our
are
point.
Crazy.
Girls are crazy.
Really are. That's funny though. I don't think I've ever had that conversation with like a friend that I was marrying someone. My husband's white, but he's not white. He's mixed race. The only pushback that I got was from my family. That was it.
Yeah.
They were like, you're getting whitewashed. This is no lie.
But did they say they were going to talk to you? Did they refuse to like have contact with you?
No, see, I didn't tell anybody I was getting married. I kind of just got married. And then it went out on Facebook and my mom posted pictures and they were just like, what the fuck? Like, you're not going to tell anybody you got married? So I didn't get to have the whole experience of everyone knowing. It just kind of happened and then people reacted to it.
Yeah.
Which maybe it's better.
But see, okay, this is interesting that people are saying like I know you guys are saying it funny. Like I had no idea how racist you were or see how racism is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You guys, that's really not racism. It's just like I had a preference and that just wasn't it. That's not racism. Sure. That's just having a preference for a race. Like I wasn't like death to all white people. Like I wasn't like that. No.
You know what? I had a preference. I promised myself that I would never date a man, specifically a black man that was from the same area that I was from.
Yeah.
He had to be, and so for a long time, it was just like, I'm not dealing with black men in general because of the interactions I had, mainly my dad. The fuck? Yeah. Why would I want to be with a black man? And this is the dude I come from. Heck no.
Right.
We've since come a long way from them, but I had that in my mind. Like, I am never going to be with a black man. And I didn't even want to be with a white man. It just, he couldn't be black. He couldn't. You know, people are going to be like, that's self-hating. It's definitely not self-hating. It's whatever your environment is that you hate, you try to get far away from it. And technically I did, right? Because this guy right here, it's not, we are so different.
If you're always talking against white men, though, how is that not racism? I didn't always talk against white men. I was just like, ew, white guys, no, they smell like mayonnaise. Like that was like my
preference.
It was a preference, you guys. Like it was just and it's funny because I didn't really like specifically say like I have a preference. I was just never attracted to white guys. They just didn't have like enough swag for me. Like they didn't have like the it factor. Obviously, I married a white guy. So like chill, like calm your tits. Calm your tits.
Fam says it's definitely racist to say you're not going to hold her white babies.
Yeah, that's a little, I will say that was a little messed up. But I was really just trying to, I was trying to jab her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were trying to hit her where it hurt.
That was wrong. And I was the one to apologize for that too. And now they're my godchildren and I love them to death. And
you said sorry?
Oh, yeah. I was very apologetic because I was 100% in the wrong. Like rather than like supporting my friend, you know, the problem was that they fought a lot. And so I was like really concerned that she was marrying a guy that they fought a lot. They're still married.
The white you just said, and he's white.
Yeah, and he's white. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, dude, but they have beautiful children. Like, I love him. I love her. Me and him are like the best of friends. Like, it's all good. So
isn't it odd though that you can't openly just have a conversation like this without someone saying that you're racist. Like,
yeah, it should be okay.
I would never be with an Asian because Asians smell, they're short.
Yeah.
And they just look odd. Does
Right.
that?
Yeah. There's nothing
Am I
to me.
racist?
There's nothing.
Is
There's
it-
nothing attractive about an Asian guy. There's nothing attractive about what is it, West Indian? Like I'm just not.
What are West Indians? What do they look like?
I mean, dot, not feather.
Oh, red dot.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I think that's West Indian.
We
I
need
don't
the conversations. I'm just saying. Listen, everyone has a preference, and there are certain skin shades that people don't want. I just think the conversation goes left and dark when you interject and infuse some like nefarious intentions behind why someone has this preference.
Yeah.
Everyone is attracted. They're attracted to what they're attracted to.
I still talk shit about white people. Like, hey, y'all don't season your food. Like, y'all can't dance. Like, I still say stuff about white. It's nothing is in like any type of harm. Like, I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, you know what, y'all white folks crazy. No harm, no foul. It's
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think we need to normalize conversations like this where people can see that we can have healthy dialogue centered around dating and like who we have a preference towards without it being some nefarious activity going on.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think it's racist to talk shit about any race. I don't. I think each race has its thing that it's known for, and we're gonna talk shit for what they're known for.
Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember where I heard it. It may have even been on The View, but they were talking about how like we need to bring back like comedians making fun of other races.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, because that was like the best time. And you guys, we laugh because it's true.
Yeah.
Like one of my most favorite comedians, George Lopez, he does all his skits like on Mexican people and Hispanic people, basically. And everything is true about us. Everything. Okay. Everything. There's not one lie detected. And I'm sure Soonie could say the same thing when she listens to comedians talk about black folks that they're like, hell yeah. Yes.
Cedric the Entertainer when he was you ever saw Kings of Comedy?
Yep.
When he was talking about black folks taking a break.
Yep.
He said, was it Cedric or was it Cat Williams? It was one of the two. And they said, listen, when black people take a break, they take a break. Okay.
Yes,
you give me 15 minutes, I'm coming back in 30, 45. And if you say something to me about my break, I'm gonna say, man, fuck your little job. I don't need this. That's what black people do.
Listen, today, okay, Soonie ain't lying. Today, we were at the pool at the country club, right? And one of the lifeguards is this black kid. He's a college kid, right? These kids, it was a white one and a black one. Both of them were dicking around. There were kids in the pool. Nobody was watching the damn kids. Okay. The white kid, at least he had his lifeguard like tools and his little red lifeguard shorts. The black guy came in some cool looking shorts. You couldn't tell he was a lifeguard. He was on his cell phone. Let me tell you, the manager came out because somebody at the pool called and said, nobody's watching these kids. The manager came out. She's black. Okay. She came out. And she first of all, she walked up on him while he was on the phone. He was like, hey, let me call you back real quick. Dude, me and Gabby were being so messy because we were literally like swimming from one end of the pool to the other to like hear the conversations because we were so messy. And yeah, as soon as she left, okay, he picks his phone back up. He's like, man, my manager tripping. I was like, and he went and told he went and told the other lifeguard, man, as soon as I find another job, I'm out.
Bruh, listen, stereotypes are real. Now, when they're like healthy, when they're applied in a very unhealthy way, that's when it becomes bad. But like,
yeah,
we all know somebody who's done that. Look, before I left North Carolina, I think we went to Myrtle Beach for our anniversary. And we get this hotel that's right on the beach, right? So you're expecting great service, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
It was nothing but black people in there. And this was the worst service I have ever received. Everyone there had an attitude. I asked for towels and this girl brought me the towels and just did this. I'm like, you're not going to say, here you go, ma'am. Have a good day. She just did this. No, like, here you go. Here are your towels. Just like, I gotta be here. You ordered these towels. Here you go. The room was dirty. The customer, it was just trash. Trash.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said when a black establishment, multiple black establishments get that type of rap of just having nasty ass attitudes. It's horrible.
Yeah. And I'll say this too is say what you want about immigrants, right? But y'all, out of all the races that are immigrating to this country, Mexicans are probably the one that I have the least problem with, because you will never find a harder working race than Mexican people. I am not even joking you, dude. Shout out to the Mexican folks, because Mexicans, dude, they make something out of nothing. Okay. It don't matter what restaurant you go to, what type of food they're cooking. Sure enough, there's a Mexican in the back cooking it. Okay. I went to a bomb ass Vietnamese restaurant the other day, and the guy at the bar was like telling me, oh yeah, like family owned, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, cool. Like, who owns it? He's like, my family. And I'm like, are you Vietnamese? He's like, no, I'm Mexican. I was like, y'all owning a Mexican, y'all Mexicans owning a Vietnamese restaurant. He's like, yeah. I'm like, dang, dude.
No, I'm Mexican. This is I think this is funny. Someone says, I know I got the food things from you girls about white people food.
Yeah.
My son's new girlfriend is Hispanic, and I made fried chicken and warned her in advance about it being white people food. I felt terrible later that night and apologized through text and blamed
That's funny.
Don't be blaming it on us. You knew that was white people food when you cooked it, because you put salt and pepper on that chicken, didn't you? And I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't put no flour on it, no Lowry's, no garlic powder, no onion
hot sauce
powder,
and the buttermilk.
You ain't put no Goya on it. You didn't put no adobo.
You didn't season it after you fried it? Dang.
You gotta season the flour.
Oh man, that's funny.
Mexicans do work hard. I feel like Mexicans and the Japanese, the Asian culture, as far as work goes, they're like this. These people will work themselves into a grave. They prioritize work over everything.
But the thing with Asian people is like they're hard workers, but like number one, they stay within their community more than anything. And you won't experience anything with the Asian person unless you go into their communities. But dude, Mexican people, like they really want to assimilate. Okay. But they're still, they want to assimilate, but they still hold on to their culture. Okay. They still hold on to their culture. They still like Khan said, they're the drunkest. Okay. Cause those people celebrate. But dude, when the whole damn world is taken off on a national holiday, you sure are going to find a Mexican business open. What is that?
I'm sorry. She said, nope. Just salt
damn.
after. She said no flour. She used
breadcrumbs. That must have been the nastiest fried chicken ever.
That fried chicken was gross as hell.
I know it was soggy too. Breadcrumbs. What kind of oil you cooking?
Picture of that chicken, Cheryl.
What kind of oil did you cook it in?
You better take a damn picture and let us see it.
Jacqueline said, "Log off, Cheryl." Dang.
She put breadcrumbs on the chicken and then put salt on it.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Dang.
Put salt afterwards.
Wow.
What salt? You better not have put no goddamn sea salt on that. Or no freaking iodinized. What type of salt did you put on it?
She probably put table salt. She put table salt. Shake and bake.
Cheryl, you are making whites live up.
Cheryl, did you use shake and bake? Because you said breadcrumbs. Did you use shake and bake for real? Because I had the piece of fried. Dude, first of all, the picture of the chicken on the shake and bake should be enough to tell you not to use shake and. She did use table salt.
Cheryl, wait a minute.
Cheryl, I know you. Wait a minute. Cheryl, I know you took a picture of this chicken. Send it in right now. You know Cheryl Instagrammed it. Oh, it was years ago. You know, she put it up as made fried chicken.
You better not ever do that shit again, Cheryl. Put some goddamn table salt on the chicken.
Oh my god!
Wait, how did you get it fried if you had breadcrumbs on it? Did the breadcrumbs off in the grease? Oh my god! I got tears over here.
It was gonna be soggy as hell.
Didn't you ask her what type of grease you used? You didn't tell us what type of grease you used.
What type of grease? You put Crisco in there?
Not the Crisco.
Dude, I fry my chicken in Crisco. She uses a deep fryer.
You still use Crisco?
Oh hell yeah! When it comes to fried chicken, yeah. If I'm gonna eat fried chicken, it's going to be fried in Crisco. Like don't try to make. Oh, what did you use for the breading? Oh, crushed up cornflakes. You know, like no, no, no. Parboil.
I don't even know what that is. What is that? Do you know what that is, Mo?
Parboil?
Because you pause like, no, you did not make that chicken that way.
If I think it is what it is, hold up. Parboil?
That chicken looking like West Sox.
Soonie. Listen to this.
What?
Parboiling is a cooking method that involves partially boiling food in water until it's soft and not fully cooked. The food is usually cooked further in another way. So she boiled the chicken before she breaded it with the shake and bake.
Cheryl, listen. Cheryl, listen.
Man.
Do not ever in your life boil some fried chicken, ma'am. And this is from the Black Federation.
Before you bread it. She blanched it.
That's why you put salt on it afterwards. Because you cooked all the salt off of it when you threw it in the pot. You boiled it, dip it in eggs, put it in breadcrumbs. It's yum. Oh, Cheryl, you can't bring no food to the cookout. All right? You just bring yourself, but you better not bring no plate.
Dude, Cheryl, listen. Cheryl is 1,000% putting raisin in the potato salad.
Raisins in the potato salad. What else?
Look it right here. This is Cheryl's chicken right before she boiled it. Hold up. Is this right here? She made it.
And then she fried it.
Cheryl, is this what your chicken looked like?
She said, God, no.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Soonie, what?
What?
Wait, what?
I already listened.
It in egg? Cheryl, this is getting worse by the minute. You dipped it in egg and then in breadcrumbs? It's yummy?
And how you fry it? I still didn't get to the part about how you fried it and the breadcrumbs didn't come off. I have to admit it.
Oh my God. Dang.
Okay, Cheryl, we're going to leave you alone. I'm going to send you some pointers from the Black Federation on how to fry chicken.
Wait, what did the girlfriend say when she ate the food is what I want to know. Was she like...
She straight up told her, look, you Hispanic, and you probably used to a certain type of fried chicken, but this right here, right here, nigga, just some white chicken.
Cheryl used the N-word. She used the N-word when she said
listen, that's what she said. She said, listen, honey, I know you are Hispanic, but this shit right here, nigga, this some white fried chicken. This is how the white people do it. She said it herself. You apologize. You shouldn't apologize. You should have left it the way it was. You said I dipped it in hot grease right after.
Dude, Lopez on Instagram says Cheryl got the hot water synced in.
Hot water.
She put it in the Crisco bin. But she's got like oh dang, dude.
She said she liked it, but now I'm wondering. She was talking to your son. She said,
now, Soonie, you said you were like upfront. Let's just say you were invited to somebody's house and they cooked chicken, but you didn't know how they cooked it, right? But they cooked it the way Cheryl cooked it, and you took a bite of that and it was nasty. Would you be like, "This chicken is nasty"?
I'm not eating it.
Okay.
I'm not eating it. And if they ask me why I'm not eating it, because I don't know how you prepared it, and I don't eat everybody's chicken.
But you said you would eat my food.
Yeah, but you're borderline black, and I've seen you cook before. I don't got to worry. Now, if you was like, you remember this, I'm gonna pull this up. While I'm pulling it up, do you remember the white woman on the cooking show with the black woman? Just dumped. She didn't rinse the chicken off or nothing. She dumped it straight from the motherfucking container and put it in whatever she was gonna be cooking and didn't rinse it. Do you remember that video?
With the chicken slime on it?
Well,
no, I do not. Pull it up.
The black lady was like, I know you did not just throw this in here and didn't rinse it off.
Right. Put some vinegar.
It was on the news too. Hold on, let me pull it up. White woman.
You know what grosses me out though? Like when people clean off it grosses me out when they do greens too, like when they fill up the sink. Because I don't know how you clean your sink. You know what I mean? And you're like washing your greens in the sink. It weirds me out. Like get a colander or something. Like just putting it straight in the sink like grosses me out.
What you mean?
You know, like when people wash their greens, right? And they make like a mixture of like just vinegar and water to wash the greens and get all the stuff off the greens. And they like, I've seen people like fill the like one side of their sink up with water and they like wash the greens on that side and then they like put them in a colander and rinse them off and then do it again. I don't know what it is about food being like in a person's sink, but like I don't know how did you wash the sink before you put your greens there?
Yeah, you gotta wash the sink out before
Got to, but I'm saying, do you assume somebody does?
See? I can't find that video. But per the CDC, you're not supposed to clean your chicken off. It says do not clean raw chicken.
The reason for that is because you're actually stirring up more bacteria that way. Because technically, when you boil your chicken, you're boiling all the bacteria away from it. Now, me personally, I don't really like the little slimy thing. So like I rinse it. I'll cut off like any weird things that are on the chicken, like, you know, fatty, anything. That's just me. But you can actually risk getting more bacteria around your kitchen by doing that.
By cleaning it?
Yeah, because like the splash, even though you're not maybe seeing it, but like water is splashing up. And so it's putting bacteria around your kitchen. But like I clean my kitchen all the time. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't go aggressive with it. I've seen some people like really clean their chicken.
Well, there was of course, she had to be white. There was a white woman who washed her chicken in bleach. I said, why would you put bleach on it?
Now, when it comes to like frying it, I would definitely like wash it and pat it dry because like you want the seasoning to stick to it. You know, like you don't want to like have sopping wet chicken. So
see, I've never dried chicken off. That seems like a very odd thing to do to me.
It gets crispier, actually.
Crispy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the video, man.
If you let your steaks sit at room temperature and not fry them when not cook them when they're cold, they actually cook better at room temperature than they do right from the refrigerator.
Cross-contamination. Well, you know, I don't really eat much chicken. I don't really cook much chicken. But when I do, it's definitely getting rinsed off in hot water. And I'm definitely taking the membrane off because who the fuck wants to eat that? That's nasty. You know,
Wait, you're talking about the skin?
The membrane underneath the skin. The slimy part.
Oh, yeah. You're talking, yeah. Because it depends, like what type of chicken, breast, whatever.
Oh, I only eat boneless. And if I do eat a chicken wing, it's like the wings separated.
Oh, see, I gotta have a bone in my chicken, honey. I can't have no chicken breast.
No.
Boring.
Bleach is a bit. Cheryl said bleach is a bit much, but chicken is very nasty raw. Do you think bleach is a bit much? I think you boiling chicken and then slapping some egg and breadcrumbs on it
and parboiling it.
And then throwing a dash of table salt on the end of it and being like,
What? You know what I should do is Cheryl should email me the recipe for this chicken and I should make it and tell y'all what it tastes like.
You should make it and make a video from it and tag Cheryl.
I totally should and do like a taste test.
Do it. Ooh. Ugh. Someone said, don't rinse your chicken, just dip it in Hennessy.
I mean, if you're cooking your chicken, you're cooking all the stuff off of it. At the end of the day.
Hennessy? Can you imagine Hennessy fried chicken? That's some ghetto shit right there. I bet you there's somebody who's attempted to do that online. Hennessy fried chicken. Nasty.
That actually sounds kind of good. Maybe like a Hennessy barbecue sauce. Like a barbecue sauce made with Hennessy is probably really good.
Hennessy tastes like.
I love Hennessy.
What?
Yeah. Hennessy's good. I love Hennessy.
I used to drink Hennessy from the bottle. I cannot do that now. Yeah, you're Mo. Listen, the only people who can drink Hennessy and like it are degenerate.
I'm degenerate. Did you really need the Hennessy to like come to that conclusion, or did that just seal the deal for me?
Yeah, because I don't think you're degenerate. Like I said earlier, you're not degenerate. You're just nice. You're too accepting.
Yeah.
Degenerate is like you're
out of the bottle.
To drink 40s.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh Lord.
We go get a 40 at the
You gonna be drinking malt liquor?
What was the name of the store we used to go to? I can't remember.
She said, well, how can I send it to you? Would love for you to make it and see what you think. Yes, please send it to her.
Let's talk darling at gmail.com. I need
Hennessy marinade with some garlic is good. Y'all are nasty.
Heck yeah.
That's like having beard battered chicken or fish. Ugh.
That's good too. Yeah. Look at Judy with the Cavassier. She said Cavassier.
Cavassier is better. Y'all got some nigga taste buds. I thought only black people drank that. Damn. I learned a lot tonight.
I'm dead.
I can't wait till you slip up and say nigga, bro.
Hold up. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Mix the Henny 50-50 with Italian dressing and marinate overnight. It's bomb. Ooh, 50-50 with.
That also sounds like a very black recipe because I've never heard that. Y'all got some nigga taste buds.
Malibu, like with some coconut shrimp.
What?
Like make like a Malibu dipping sauce. Bomb. Mm-hmm.
What? Y'all are degenerates. Only degenerates drink Malibu too, in my experience.
Yep. I
heard people marinate their chicken and Coca-Cola and 7-Up.
I do ribs. I do ribs in that, yeah.
Why?
Because it's good. So like the sugars in the soda, well, first off, it's Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola will like help caramelize and like give you a good crust in your marinade. But the sugars also help to tenderize the meat. That's what makes it good.
Hell no. Y'all making my stomach hurt.
My mouth is watering. My mouth is watering right now. I need some pork ribs. Ooh, I got some pork belly downstairs that my neighbor brought me.
What?
Yes,
pork belly. You're eating belly?
Oh yeah, the pork belly. I love pork belly. So my neighbor, his Korean mom makes me pork belly marinated in gochujang sauce, and it is so good.
What is pork belly? Can you
Pork
please
belly?
explain what that is?
So pork belly is like the same part of the pig that bacon comes from. But pork belly is just like thicker. But like if you're somebody who likes to eat the fat off of the pork, which I like, so like pork belly, you crisp it. So like the fatty part is crispy and it's like, oh, it's like candy. It's so good.
Okay.
Oh, my mouth is like watering right now. Like I'm parched and
can I get a head count in the chat of anybody who has ever drank pork belly?
No, you don't drink it. Eat
Ate.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Have you ever ate pork? That sounds like eating chitterlings.
Let me just show you a picture. Hold on. So you guys know what you're talking about. Pork belly.
I've never
Pork
heard
bean.
of root beer or Dr. Pepper. The fact that you're marinating your food in soda is what the F to me. I ain't never heard of that. I've had pork chops.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up eating pork chops, but what the hell is pork belly?
So this is pork belly. So it looks
I
like
want to
pork.
see it whole though. What does it look like whole?
Oh, you want to see a whole? Okay, hold on.
Like when it's raw.
You can eat it. Oh, when it's raw. Well, like this is like bigger pieces of it, like of the raw version cooked, but it's like you can cut it like in these little squares and then you like marinate it in like a sweet sauce.
I've seen that. Ew. I know what you're
Oh,
talking about now. I see all the Asians cook that on TikTok.
Oh, good. Oh, dude. See, Korea. This is what it looks like right here. It's the
That
same thing that
looks
bacon.
disgusting.
It's the same thing that bacon
eat
comes
that?
from. Oh, yes, girl. So look at all this fat. So that's just like flavor. Okay. Look at this. It's like a layer of fat. So what they do is like they'll cut like a slice of this off. And typically, this is what you're eating when you eat bacon. They just take this whole top layer off. It is so good, you guys. Korean people love pork belly. So, and I love Korean food. So, yeah.
Hell no. No.
Or if
That
you
don't
eat
even look
ramen,
good.
there's pork belly in ramen. And a lot of ramens.
You can get it without pork.
I would never
I can't
have
believe
it.
y'all are eating that.
I would never have it if I didn't have
I
the
guess
pork.
I'm sheltered with my food too, huh?
Oh, dude, speaking of shelter with the food, if Bryson posts one more nasty picture of an overdone steak on his Twitter, I'm gonna scream. Can you please? No, dude. He like
what?
go to his. Let me go to his Twitter, dude. He literally like made some post about like if y'all are eating your steak.
Oh, the well done post.
Yes, and then like people started like tagging him in steak pictures. And I was just like, and then he was like, this is good. This is disgusting. Dude, he is grossing me out with his pictures of steak.
Oh, well, Bryson has the palate of a child.
He really does. But I'm like, you should never overcook steak.
He's like a third grader.
And like Shikana, she's like, she cooks so good. Like, how can you be so picky?
Man, you guys know Bryson is setting up for a boxing match, right?
I knew he was boxing. Who's he gonna fight?
So he's boxing July 12th in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's a content creator league. So there's gonna be Bryson Gray versus Isaac Connor. So
wow.
Everybody be on the lookout for that. I hope they stream it. It'll be really awesome if they do. I think they would get a lot of views. But make sure you support Bryson. If you're in the Tennessee area, go check out this fight.
Who is who is Isaac Connor? Is he another?
I have no clue who Isaac Connor is, but I'm assuming he's a fellow content creator. But there's an entire league, Creator Fight League.
Oh.
Boxing.
Never heard of it. Have you ever put bacon in your potato salad? Cheryl.
No. What in the world?
Cheryl. Stop. Well,
why would you put that in your potato salad?
Dude, Cheryl for sure is not invited to the
Cheryl,
cookout.
Cheryl, I told you, you can't. You are not allowed to bring any food to the cookout.
No. You get an invite because you're cool.
You can come, yeah. But
but just leave
I
your
mean,
side.
you better not be bringing no pork belly either, because you borderline right there with her. Eating pork belly. So they just like cut the bottom of the stomach off and then you eat it?
It's so good. It's not the stomach.
Why is it called a belly then?
Because it's the fatty, it's like, you know, the fattiest part of most people is like their belly or their ass cheek, right? So yeah, that's what you're eating is
you're just eating a bunch of fat with very little meat, pretty much.
Oh no, there's a lot of meat in there. There's a lot. Because you're not eating that.
I'm just trying to imagine chewing that.
And
And
it melts in your mouth because it's fatty. Fat melts.
You're grossing me out. I'm really getting chills. I wish you could see my arm. I'm getting what you call them, goosebumps from how you're describing this.
My mouth is just like watering.
Pork belly is so good. This seems to be something that people eat. I have never in my life had pork belly ever.
Oh, it's like the best. It makes me happy. Tripe? No, I don't really like tripe. That's not anything. Okay. To me, I don't know. I mean, we cook it like in Puerto Rico. We call it tripa, but like I don't like the way it's prepared.
Well, since you're speaking Spanish and you're talking about what the Spanish people got going on, this is actually a fun show. It was nice to not talk about the news.
We talked about food.
We talked about food and Mr. Netta and Mr. Charles and how the red pill is being infiltrated by the gay men who are justifying their gayness by spewing red pill rhetoric. Women, I think this rebellion that you're forging against men is backfiring because they go on to other men. They're not even coming to you no more.
That's sad.
That is sad. They're finding assets in men. But what you think about this?
Well, before that, let me just say this one thing. And Ashley, I love you. But if and I say the word woman loosely, if women like Netta can land a man, there ought not be any straight, beautiful, nice, capable women single. If Netta can get her a man, there's no excuse.
Dang. That was a strong statement you just made.
I mean, but it's true. Just let's, ladies, if you're single, look at what you got going on, and you may be beautiful and perfect in every way. How in the hell is Netta getting a man?
Damn. I just want to pull up Miss Netta real quick.
Yeah, pull her up.
You did make a point. Dang. You did.
I mean, it's true. It's true, right? Like, men are willing to overlook the fact that that is a man, an ugly one, all because he feels supported. Oh, I rest my case. Damn. And he's not my cup of tea, but it's not like he's ugly.
Who?
Him. Like, he's not my cup of tea, but I wouldn't.
Charles. Charles just looks slow. He looked like he a little delayed.
I wouldn't put him in the ugly category. And look at Netta.
Look at Netta.
Soonie.
Hold on, here go another picture of Netta.
You need to take that picture. Soonie, you need to take that picture and make a meme that says, if this can find a man, you need to reevaluate yourself if you're a heterosexual woman.
I'm going to make a video because you just inspired a thought. Thank you. That was actually a badass take right there. If this man can get wifed up, what you doing?
Yeah.
I feel
Jacqueline, I'm not saying that to say feel ugly, but maybe just like Ashley, some women are being a little too critical, right? Like Netta obviously found herself a good man that she likes, and he's willing to overlook the fact that she's got, beans and franks in her pants. That says a lie. I'm just saying.
You ain't shit. Wow. Okay. I think I got logged out of Facebook. Holy shit. I did. Damn. I have to figure that out. Dang.
All
Can
right.
y'all see the picture?
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at this one. I'm sorry.
Is this Netta's Facebook that you're on?
Yeah. Now, mind you, that's a bunch of Photoshop.
Yeah.
Because this man's face is disgusting.
Not that smooth. Yeah.
This dude got a whole ass man.
You know what you should do is put Netta's picture next to Jennifer Lopez's picture and be like, Netta can keep a man and this one can't.
I'm about to download it right now.
Ooh, that's rough, man. Imagine waking up to that.
Imagine kissing that. Imagine laying down with that. Ew.
I don't know. And that's Netta made up. Imagine Netta in the morning.
Oh, we got it. You want to see Netta in the morning?
Yeah, Netta with no makeup. Let's see.
Hold up.
Shannon Sharp, Marlandon. Marlandon, you're wrong for that.
That's Netta in the morning.
What?
Well, I'm gonna use this picture and put Jennifer Lopez next to it.
No, you need to do the one where they're together so people can get that they're like a couple.
Okay, I got you.
Or even splice the video of him saying what he was saying about her and then be like, look at Ben Affleck's face sitting on the curb, smoking another ciggy, looking miserable.
Ew.
All right, let's talk about the
Netta
Trump.
male or female? I'm confused. Netta is a man.
Yeah, a tranny.
A full-blown man. Now, he says he's not trans. He just, he is what he is. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
I looked at the interview.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. But Trump says if he's reelected, any non-citizen who graduates from American college will automatically get a green card. Now, his campaign has since retracted that statement. And I think we could probably all gauge why. Because I think Trump is trying to create a loophole for illegals to come here and use marriage, or not marriage, I'm sorry, and use this college that he is proposing to get a green card. Now, them going to this American college does not mean that they're going to adopt these American ideals. This could just be another pathway for them to get in, and it's very easy. All I got to do is go to this college and pass, and I'm going to get a green card? Do we really want to be inviting that? Do we?
Well, and I said, like, what I said to you earlier was, isn't it funny? Like, Trump created a whole like idea that he was going to like float this like Trump university, right? Because a typical university is run by liberals and funded by liberals, and all you're going to do is get indoctrinated there. And he wants to send people that are coming into our country to an indoctrination camp, basically at a university, when all people talk about is what a poison the university system is. And now you're going to incentivize people to go there and learn to vote for anybody but Republican or conservative. Like, what kind of sense does that make?
It makes no sense.
And it is pandering. I agree.
Since it says Trump's surprising promise to immigrants quickly retracted by campaign. And they talk about his original statement of when he was on the Dave Sachs podcast, All In. He says, someone by the name of Jason Calcanis asked him to promise us you will give us more ability to import the best and the brightest around the world to America, which is what most people want, right? We want the best of these immigrants. We don't want the worst. And I guess this is when Trump followed up with, I do promise, but I happen to agree, and added that what I will do is you graduate from a college, I think you should automatically, as a part of your diploma, a green card to be able to stay in this country. and that includes junior colleges. Trump,
how about
shut
trade
your ass
schools?
up.
Trump,
Shut up.
I would be more impressed if you were like, go to a trade school, because that way you can get your ass out into the world and start working right away. Or start a business, like,
or let them come in the way that they're supposed to, because you creating another avenue for them to easily get in is still an invasion. You don't think these people are gonna hit the pavement running, trying to get to these colleges to make sure that they can exist in America? That's an easier way for them to get there. School is half the battle.
Yeah, and then they're going to be taking up all the grants, all the freaking school loans, and then not paying them back. Oh, Lord. Trump,
Yes.
Come on
What
now.
are you doing, buddy?
You're creating more degeneracy.
You got to do something better, Trump, because you trying to give these people a pathway into this country, and I think he needs to come out and like retract that full send, because you're doing well in the polls, buddy. You're doing well in the eyes of Americans, and especially for those of us who want some sort of security in this country. But now you're creating another insecure moment for us, to where now we have to worry about them sucking up resources going to school, because how are they going to pay for this?
Yep.
They have to take out loans. Are they going to be forced to pay these loans back? If they're getting this, like they're essentially getting all this for free, who's footing the bill for them to do this?
Exactly.
I'm not interested in my tax dollars paying for the education of some immigrant.
I agree.
Especially
since we're forgiving student loan debts.
Some dude posted his debts being forgiven, and he said, shout out to Joe Biden. And he really got his loan forgiven. It was like $7,000.
Dude, somebody that Dave works with, he got a letter. He didn't even apply for it. Right, Dave?
Wow. He didn't even apply for it.
What's his name? Dom? He didn't apply for his student loan to get forgiven. He just got a letter saying it was, right? Yeah.
I want to read some of the comments. Someone says, this is actually a W. Graduating from a college shows merit, that you should be a citizen. No, it doesn't. I believe Trump is aiming to recruit the immigrants that are smart in tech. What do y'all think? He doesn't specify.
You don't need a college degree for that.
You really don't. You can go get a trade, and you need to be able to pay for it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. I don't know. I'm probably going to do a video outside of this and question people what they think about Trump potentially giving these people an option to get in here via American college. And what does this look like for the future of America if this does become a thing and he does actually go forth with it? What does it look like?
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're going to send one of the best, and then the best is going to send for the worst, and we're going to have a full-blown issue in this country.
So did it say why they retracted it?
No, it didn't say why they retracted it. I'm looking for it to see if there is anything anywhere to explain why there was a retraction, but I don't know.
I think Trump has somebody new running his campaign, but I think that he still has like some people in his camp that don't necessarily have the best intentions for him. I remember Melania saying something to that effect, that he had people around him that she didn't really like. But she said he's a man, he's going to do what he's going to do. But I think he's got somebody else running his campaign, but maybe somebody put this statement out prematurely, and his new campaign manager was like,
Maybe, I don't know. But I think Trump needs to go back to the drawing board and never say this publicly again until you fix the goddamn border. I don't want to hear about allowing these people in here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this. Did you have any? I know I'm like just cycling through, but did you have anything you wanted to bring up?
No, nothing of any importance. I know I listed a few things, but
yeah.
Hold on, let me just make sure that we can still hit on this topic. I just want to make sure if there's anything of any importance. Oh, I do want to talk later. We'll talk about the guy who fathered 165 kids, who has.
I did see you talking about that earlier. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
So Nick Fuentes has been super active on social media, and he and the Groypers have been posting this track AI pack to see how many politicians are being funded by an Israel lobbying group. And I thought it was pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, it's not sinister, but it's like a very subtle, like sinister thing to know that this country that has been involved in so much is now able to control politicians in this country that we live in. And when I say this country, I don't want to say the I word because I really don't want to get taken down. I promise you I don't. But you guys know what country I'm talking about. They have so much control in the states. And I often bring up legislation, which is the most important thing, especially legislation that is against our freedom of speech and our freedom to think freely. I came across this and I found so many politicians on it. So it gives their political party and it gives how much they've been given from this lobbying group. Now, this right here I'm looking at is the Senate. Wait till you see the House. The House is so broken down by state. Look at this, bro. We have to go through and click state by state to see which candidates are being funded. And right away, you see Kate Kamak. She went viral a few times for speaking out against the corruption in the voting system. She's been getting money from them right now. She's at 44K. Who else is really popular on here? Anna Paulina is up there, Republican.
Oh, wow.
People like to,
love
really,
her.
But they love to big her up, right? Byron Donalds. People love him, but he's also getting money from this lobby group. Now, I'm not demonizing anybody up here. I want people to understand that. What I'm doing is drawing attention to something that we talk about often on the right, which is you don't get money for nothing. They're not going to fund you if you're not going to go in there and push whatever initiative or agenda that they have. So I just wanted to bring this up to have people really look into the candidates that they're supporting and see, what are you doing, Byron Donalds, to get $84,222 and from this APAC? You're sponsored by them. What are you doing?
Did you figure out who was running this site?
I don't know who is running the site. No, I don't.
Interesting.
I have no clue. So this was
interesting.
Florida that we just looked at. We can go all the way up. Alabama here, bunch of Republicans. Alaska, one
go
Democrat.
To my state, Texas.
Want to go to Texas? Andy Biggs, by the way. People love bringing him up. He's funded by APAC. Let's go all the way down to Texas. Jeez.
There's one dude in Hawaii.
Texas, Dan Crenshaw, Keith Self, Pat Fallon, Lance Gooden. There's some Democrats up here. Ronnie Jackson, Sheila Jackson Lee, who's dying of pancreatic cancer, by the way. Prayers to her family. Pete Sessions.
Oh, Lord, my neighbor Beth.
Your neighbor. Oh, that's your neighbor?
Oh, yeah, she's my neighbor.
Beth is sponsored by AI Pack. Wesley Hunt, and I love him. I follow him. He is sponsored by AFPAC, and he's gotten $139,000 from them. What are you doing in return for these people to give you this money? Burgess Owens. Everybody loves this guy, but what is he doing to get money from this group?
What about what's her name in Arizona?
Who?
Oh, she's governor. She wouldn't be on this list. Would she be on this list?
Who?
What's her name with the short haircut? It's always on Trump's nuts.
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about what's her name?
Oh my God. I'm like, why is the name Kathy on my mind?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about, but I just can't think of
Kari Lake.
Kari Lake, yeah. I can't stand her. So this is actually a nice website. They have the ability for you to support. So if anybody is running that is being supported by this lobbying group, what they do is give you a link here and you can look at all the people that are going to be potentially running against these pro APAC candidates, and you can support an anti APAC candidate. Now, of course, you're not going to support Ayanna Pressley. She's batshit crazy. You're not going to support a Cori Bush. You're not going to support Ilhan Omar. You're not going to support an AOC, but there's definitely other candidates up here that you can look into and see what they stand for. But the main reason I wanted to bring this up is because I want to show people that it's very important to understand who you are voting for. And I'm going to go to my city, my state, who you're voting for and what they stand for. Because it's easy to be deceived in all this. A bunch of Republicans in the state of North Carolina.
My people rule the world, like Kanye said.
Listen, they really do.
They
Don
really
Davis
do.
has gotten over $500,000 in the state of North Carolina from this PAC. It's not even just Republicans; it's Democrats as well. Jim Jordan, I love him. I think he's great. People wanted him to be Speaker of the House, but what is he doing for this money? What does he have to do? What does he have to push? Is the question that we should all be asking.
I mean, at
the
this
reason
point,
I felt
they all need to go.
They all need to. They all need to answer some questions, right? So the reason that I was looking into this is because I saw Nick Fuentes, and then right after that, I saw a follow-up of Candace Owens doing a video, and she was calling out a lot of craziness going on with Israel, and she connected some amazing dots. I'm going to play this video. Should I play all of it straight through, or should we stop?
No, play it. You know what? I will say this, dude. Candace is on the conspiracy theory. Like she's not talking about conspiracy theory. She's talking about what people think are conspiracy theories and like really shedding light. And in a way, she's talking about the Daily. If you pay attention, she's talking about the Daily Wire stuff without talking about the Daily Wire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's a smart one.
Smart one.
Plenty of Americans who thought that it was, at the very least, incredibly suspicious during 9/11, shortly thereafter, when this segment ran, also back in 2002, on ABC News as an update to a prior segment that they had done. Take a listen.
In the days after the September attacks, there were countless rumors about strange coincidences surrounding the events. One report about a group of Middle Eastern men spotted the morning of September 11th parked just across the river from New York City has not gone away. Investigation of their presence has led to questions about whether Israel was conducting espionage on U.S. soil. We're joined now by ABC's John Miller with an exclusive report this evening.
That's right, Elizabeth. This is a case that took the FBI and the CIA more than 2 months to sort out, while 5 Israelis waited in jail. It began when this woman was watching the Twin Towers burning from her apartment in New Jersey. She noticed 3 men on top of a van, posing for pictures with the towers burning in the background.
And I could see that they were like happy. You know, they didn't look shocked to me. You know, they didn't look shocked. I thought it was very strange.
The witness called police, who stopped the van hours later and arrested 5 men. All 5, it turns out, were Israeli. They were turned over to the FBI. Sources tell ABC News during a check of national security databases, some of the men were listed as having had connections with Israeli intelligence. At the FBI, that set off alarm bells. The FBI needed the answers to 3 important questions. Who were these men? What brought them to that parking lot on the morning of September 11th? And did they have any advanced knowledge of what was going to happen that day? The men said they were just taking pictures at the time. They said they worked for a company called Urban Moving. The FBI obtained a search warrant for the company's offices.
2 SUVs were filled up with between 9 and 12 boxes and computers.
Not long after the arrests, the offices of urban moving were simply abandoned. Almost everything was left behind. In jail, the 5 Israelis were repeatedly interrogated and given lie detector tests. Stephen Gordon was their American lawyer.
They were asked questions if they had ever been approached by or hired by any non-United States intelligence community.
While there is still some debate among American intelligence officials, many investigators believe some of the men were part of an Israeli operation aimed at monitoring radical Islamic charities that support groups like Hamas, something lawyers for the 5 men and the Israeli government strongly deny.
These 5 Israelis were not involved in any intelligence operation in the United States. The story is simply false.
In the end, the FBI concluded there was no evidence that any of the 5 men had advance knowledge of the September 11th plot. After 71 days, the 5 Israelis were deported, leaving some ruffled feathers among both U.S. and Israeli officials.
All right, guys, so nothing to see there. Obviously, you'd be a conspiracy theorist if you had any questions about that. You actually would be worse. You'd probably be anti-Semite. If you had any questions about a foreign government overseas that had people who were attached to their intelligence apparatus who were celebrating and taking photos as the towers burned and American citizens were dying. Yeah, don't be any of those things. Plenty of.
Yeah. I love the way she presents information.
It's crazy, isn't it? All these things that are coming out, all these things that people are uncovering, all these independent influencers who are talking about dangerous legislation as being proposed, the attack on the Bible, on Christianity, HR 6090. Guys, please don't forget that. The Senate has yet to vote on that. The House passed it, and we're still waiting. And I might have it backwards, but the last time I checked, the Senate has still not decided on whether we were going to use the working definition of anti-Semitism to explain it and define it, which includes our beliefs as Christians, as far as who had a hand in trying to murder Jesus Christ. Period.
And I do want to say, go and watch these Candace episodes, guys, and pay attention, okay? Because in the episode where she talks about Brigitte Macron, I said this last week, she starts off the episode with saying the FBI has a long history of using propaganda and Hollywood and news to tell you what to think. Okay.
The CIA.
Then followed by that, she did the episode on the neocons want World War III. She did an episode on unanswered questions, which is where the clip that Soonie just played came from. And today she did a great interview with Dave Smith versus Ami Kozak on Israel versus Palestine. Another person fired for criticizing Israel, no freedom of press. Okay. She is proving her point that everything we've ever been taught, and you guys laugh when I say this, and I'm not saying this because I'm an anti-Semite. I'm not saying this because I'm a Nazi supporter, but like, I wish we could raise Hitler from the dead, okay, and interview him and ask some questions and be like, what really was your beef with the
exactly?
Like, what really was the problem?
That is the overarching question that everyone shies away from. This is why I tell people, you don't have to take in everything in this movie that I'm about to reference, but the last Battle of Europa, okay? I've watched it 4 times. You don't take everything in there because there's a lot of misquotes in there, I'll be honest. But the history behind it is something that you can go look into, and you're going to then have the same questions that you've heard me say. Why have these people been kicked out of every freaking nation that they've existed in? And why is this one group the only group that has the power that they have and the ability to use their traumatic history? I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about, the H word. They are the only group that get to use it as a crutch in 2024 and explain everything away. Well, the reason is because Hitler demonized us. So, the banking, those conspiracy theories, no. No, it's not true. The lawyers, all these people coming in and doing perverted things in these countries, introducing the LGBTQ shit, that's in the history of them too. No, that's all conspiracy theories. Go watch that movie. It's on BitChute. And what's the other one? There's another.
The other one about the moon landing that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that too. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we're not saying this because we are like promoting anything. Okay. It's just to Candace's point, you should be able to question things. And when it gets to a point, which this has, where people are getting fired, are getting canceled for questioning this particular subject, doesn't that make you go, well, why can't I question it? Like, why is the punishment so harsh for even questioning it? Like, doesn't it make you want to be more curious? Because if there is nothing to hide, then let me question it. And let the facts speak for themselves. But the problem is, who wrote the facts?
Who wrote the facts? Did you know the quote? Winners write history.
Yeah,
not the losers.
Something about the victors.
Yeah, the victors of war write the history.
Yeah,
they decide what's fact or fiction. And the losers, you just sit on the sidelines and hope for the best and hope you find out the truth.
Hope you come out looking okay in the final version.
Man, Candace is somebody that we should watch like a hawk.
Yeah,
and I'm saying this because she is standing on a mountain by herself right now.
Yeah.
At her level, I'm talking about at her level where she is. Candace is a cultural icon when it comes to politics and entertainment and culture. She is. Period.
Yeah.
She's standing on a mountain by herself and being like, hey, man, see all this shit underneath me? Y'all better question it. Watch Candace. I don't know. I'm not saying anything is going to happen to her, but I am saying that this is somebody that we should really respect and treasure. That doesn't mean you have to agree with all of her points. But when she talks, me personally, especially when she speaks on subjects that I've been talking about forever and people reject it, I'm the first person to watch. And that's all I've been doing is watching. I want to see how people respond to so many things that she said.
Dude, her new show is so much better than it was on the Daily Wire. I mean, obviously. It's back to the days. Remember when Candace had the Candace Owens podcast and she would sit at the table like that? It's back to those days. But real quick, before Soonie talks about her next movie recommendation, I personally have not watched this, but Dave has been watching it on Netflix, and it's the Hitler and Nazis Evil on Trial. He said
I'm watching it.
Is it good? You like it?
Yes, I love it.
Dave says it's very good. So
very good.
Yeah, and I haven't started it yet. I definitely want to watch it.
I'm gonna send you the speeches and letters that they found from Hitler that they have translated. And we have already raised Hitler from the dead. You can listen to what this guy is saying and be like,
let me
I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking out loud. That's what you
listen. Y'all, if black folks got to be a good sport and accept that Martin Luther King was a socialist, y'all got to at least take a listen. Y'all at least got to take a listen to what Candace is saying. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Y'all tell black folks, like, come on now, wake up. Martin Luther King was a socialist. He led y'all into the wrong direction. Then you have to
consider what she's saying.
Yes, you do. You have to consider it. You have to listen to it and go, huh, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And look into it for yourself.
Yeah. So the last subject that I have is once again falls in line with conspiracy theories, things that our government has really tried to hide and put under wraps. I come home from whatever I was doing and my husband's like, you need to Google right now, get on YouTube and look at Fly Me to the Moon. Right. So I went to go wash dishes and I'm just doing stuff. And he's like, did you look at it? And I was like, no. I said, it's called Over the Moon. I could tell he was getting irritated. He was like, fly me to the moon. Look at it. So look at it. So I finally stopped and look at it. And my mind was fucking blown. You guys know how I think the moon landing is fake. And I usually give the fact that the filming of it is odd. Okay. We've never seen Earth at a distance. We cannot go back to the moon because they destroyed the technology per a NASA astronaut. I didn't make this up. They said it. Everyone and their mama with the brain has been saying that this was filmed and Steven Spielberg was brought on board to make it look real. Well, there's a movie with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum that literally explained what so many people have been saying for years. So I'm going to let you guys watch this.
How are they letting this come out?
I don't know. Sometimes I think they let these things come out because it's so far-fetched just in a movie and no one's going to buy the fact that it's real. That's what I think. It's just like Candace said. These people put this shit in movies to get you desensitized to it.
True.
That's what they do. Theorists that follow me, you guys know I don't believe in the moon landing. I think it's all fake. And this movie essentially proves that NASA faked this entire moon landing. Check this freaking trailer.
The whole world will be watching. We can't afford to lose to the Russians. We need to shoot backup version of the moon landing.
You mean to fake it? No one can ever know what we're doing.
I cannot accept that.
They will shoot you.
What is my budget? Oh, boy. I know a lot more about the moon than I know about you. Give me go, no go for launch. If you fake this mission, every single thing that we have sacrificed will have been for nothing.
You know you couldn't have made it to this day without me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
For all my moon landing
Your face. You're like,
because
so
I was
excited.
shook. I was shook watching this. They're openly saying the quiet part out loud. Yeah. We want to be the first. We have to beat Russia. Is this not very reminiscent of what we hear today? We got to beat Russia. We got to beat China. You don't think these people, because people often ask me, Soonie, why would you say that the moon landing is fake? What would America benefit? Being first. Right. What are you talking about? If you're the first country to do this, you set the tone for the rest of the countries. Everyone's going to be looking at you to be the example.
I want to, because I loved your video because it was a good reaction video, but I want to play the full size version of the trailer because I really want people to see like what you were excited about, because I feel like we couldn't really hear the movie part of it or see it much because it's so tiny. So I want to play this, but interestingly enough, listen to the little opener before the trailer rolls.
No way are they cleared for this.
I mean, come on, we got to bend the rules like just this once. So what you're about to see is classified, just a quick peek of Fly Me to the Moon.
NASA needs a marketing specialist, and you are the best.
The Mustang Fastback, 355 horses for him, seat belts for the family. Just lucky that my water didn't break in there. Hi, Ron.
Why it's on cars when you could think bigger?
Fly me to the moon.
Liftoff. We have liftoff.
You must be the launch director.
You're the killer from Manhattan.
Change plans. Now that we know the whole world will be watching, we need backup of the moon landing.
You mean to fake it?
What?
No one can ever know what we're doing.
I cannot accept that.
They will shoot you.
What is my budget?
11 is a go for launch.
Places, everyone, look sharp.
If you fake this mission, everything that we have sacrificed will have been for nothing. 5.
This order from the tippy top.
4.
We can't cross the wall with dreams.
3. Going around the corner, we'll see you on the other side. 2.
And action.
I want you to walk as if you're carrying your mother. She's frail, but also heavy.
Fly me to the moon.
Man, I am so excited about this. I wish we could do a watch party.
It's fake, y'all. We ain't never been to the fucking moon. We've never been to the moon. Why? And this is based on a true story, by the way. This is not something that was drummed up in Hollywood. This entire story is based on a true story. This lady exists. I forget what her name actually is, but this woman exists and they definitely hired her. Why? The whole world is watching. We must be first. Why would you fake a moon landing, right? if you're confident you're going to get there. Either way, you're confident you're going to get there, right? The only proof that we have that you got there is this footage that everyone has been skeptical of and found to be fake. All right. You want to know the glaring, the most craziest thing about this whole thing is the president got a phone call from the moon on a goddamn landline.
Does it
on
detail
a
that?
landline?
How do you know that?
Because what do you mean? It happened live on TV. They called the president from space and he had a whole conversation with them. On a landline. So all the people, oh my God, Soonie, you're such a conspiracy theorist. Why would the government lie? I hope you watch this movie because I'm going to watch it. It comes out July 7th. I know the date. Okay?
On when? On what platform?
I think it's Apple TV.
Oh, Apple TV. Okay.
And I'm going to buy Apple TV just to watch this. Just to watch it.
Damn.
I'm going to be right again.
We're going to talk about it after we watch it. It comes out on the 18th?
The 7th of July.
Oh, the 7th of July. Dang, that's a long time.
Oh, it's not.
Right.
It's already the 21st of June.
It's a long time. It's a long time in my eyes. All right, guys. One last story. This is just a fun one because I thought it was interesting. So this guy that they're dubbing, it's called Fly Me to the Moon, Tito. And it's on Apple TV. All right. So this guy, he's been deemed the sperminator. Okay. He's got Nick Cannon's track record in a chokehold. Okay. This guy has fathered, he welcomed his 165th kid just before this last Father's Day. But the funny thing is that he's not just a sperm donor. He claims to have a relationship with all these children. Okay. Although he says he is going to be retiring as a sperm donor, he will continue to remain committed to maintaining healthy relationships with the children he has fathered up until this point. He would like to continue expanding his family planning efforts with 10 women currently pregnant in Zimbabwe, Long Island, Israel. Oh, great. Israel, New York City, Nigel, I'm sorry, his last name Nigel, addressed potential health risks for his offspring as his main reason for retiring. Additionally, financial constraints and difficulties in his personal dating life due to his unique situation. Yeah, how do you explain 165 children? That's wild. He started his sperm donor journey only 8 years ago. So in 8 years, he's fathered 165 children. He's provided sperm samples to 1 or 2 women each week through various methods, whether it is clinical or non-sexual interactions. He says, moms don't want me to play a role, but I leave them the option if they change their mind. And most do once the child gets a little older and starts asking questions. For Father's Day, he planned to visit the Bronx Zoo with some of his children and their mothers. He is also a professor at Kingsborough Community College. So, you know, congratulations to this guy. He's trying to be a father to all 165 of his kids. Oh, right. Man. That is so funny.
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of cheering.
A lot of children. Yeah.
She can't say it. You sounded like a whole white woman. You said a lot of children. I can't say it. It's children.
Children.
Don't say the L. Children.
I didn't. Children. Children. Am I saying children?
Yes.
Children. Children.
Children.
Cheering. Oh, now it's cheering.
That's what I've been saying.
Judy, don't try to corrupt me.
Children. Come on. You know what they say deep in South Carolina? They say chillin'. Come get your chillin'.
Come get your chillin'.
Chillin', yeah.
Churrin.
Look at Marlandon like this is how you say it.
He said this is how you spell it.
Churrin'.
Churrin'.
Get your chaps. Oh man. Well, this is a fun show. I actually had fun not focusing too much on the news. I had a lot of news subjects, but
People love the food talk. People love the food talk.
Yeah, Cheryl, don't you ever in life fry no chicken like that again. And please make sure you send it to Mo, because I think you should make a whole cook video, and then at the end try it and see how.
I will. I'll film. You know why? Because he's been telling me for the longest time that I need to do cook videos, because he's like, you're always cooking. And you know what I need to get on Amazon? They have this like little neck thing, and you can like hang your iPhone from it so it looks down. So I need to order that so that I can film and I can use my both hands. You know what I'm saying? But it'll film the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna make that happen. So please
do it, because we got to test out this boiled fried chicken that you got going on.
Watch Cheryl's recipe, how it's always like ingredients needed. It's gonna be salt, breadcrumbs, and boiled water. That's what it's gonna say.
But you don't put the salt on it until after you fry.
Oh, an egg. We need egg too, because she put in the egg after she parboiled it.
Say table salt now. Don't be using no Lowry's. Table salt. That's it.
We are gonna try this chicken. I am so curious to see how this tastes. You know what I should do is I should get some black friends together and have them try the chicken. Yeah. Yes. We should do that.
Cause you ain't right. You ain't right, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
You ain't right. Is it not Cheryl? Is it Cheryl? I'm sorry. I say Cheryl.
It's Cheryl. She says Cheryl.
It's Cheryl. I can't say it right. Cheryl.
Damn.
That seems like too much.
Khan says he was supposed to pick up his kids, but he watched the show instead. We appreciate that.
Oh, damn. Well, I'm glad. Go get your kids. Go get your children now. Don't be leaving them children behind to come watch us. But I am so, what do you call it? It's a compliment that you would rather watch the show. Is it really a compliment? No, that ain't no compliment.
Depends. I mean, it depends how old his kids are, you know?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you got that. You finna get a grand cussing out. Name is good either way, not fuzzy. Okay. Well, please make sure, don't forget to send Mo that recipe, because I want to see her make it. I'm gonna call you on the phone while you make it.
And include a picture of yourself,
you ain't
Cheryl.
Don't be putting no extra. So I don't trust you. You might try to put some salt on it.
I know, right? I'm gonna have my sazon and my Goya like to the side, just like
accident, because we're so used to seasoning our food. You're gonna be like,
yeah. Cheryl, send me a picture with the recipe, because I'm gonna, I save recipes, so I always try to put like a little memorabilia with them. So send me your picture so that I'm like, so when I make the video, I would be like, this is what Cheryl looks like. No judgment.
White people chicken. By the way, go get your Trump shirts. Okay, if you're a Trump tard like Mo here, and you just love Trump, you're a Trumplican, a Trump tard, go get some shirts. I made some shirts for y'all. I'm voting for the felon. Red Pill definitely took my idea and then pursued to poach one of my goddamn customers. I feel some type of way about that. That was some
straight
nigga
poach a customer
shit.
From you?
That was some nigga shit.
What'd she do? Who'd she poach?
Cyrus.
Oh.
She said, I seen you one for free. I'm like, oh, that's how you gonna do me? See, black folks ain't shit.
You can't trust them.
Can't trust them.
Or you can't trust them. Don't never bring no black folks.
Which one?
No, you can't. Don't ever bring no black folks around your business, your business, or your husband, or your wife. Yeah.
I made a 4th of July and I'm giving it to her for free. See, I told you. She said, tell the story. All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with us this Friday. We will be back. Don't you have something to do?
What?
Next week?
Not next week, no. So my schedule goes as follows. Hold on. Where is my calendar? So July, I have 2 dates. I mean, you're going to be like outsies, what, in August?
Probably the end of July.
Okay,
I'll only be able to do stuff from my phone.
So I'm good. I mean, for right now, unless something were to come up, but I'm good all the way up until July 25th. Okay, so I'll be able to do a Tuesday show that week, but no Friday show. And then August 2nd, I won't be able to do that show.
Well, sorry.
So
I'm
make
hungry.
Make yourself some other plans, people. The debate is June 27th, and you'll see a video populate on YouTube for us. It's already been created, but YouTube won't show it until the date approaches. So,
well, make sure you come back to watch the debate with us. We'll be back Tuesday.
Bye, guys. I gotta go urination sample. You know how it goes.
Okay, I gotta pee.
Okay,
I'm trying to chew my food and
bye,
say
guys.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
So when you're done getting high, it's over when the party's over. Where you going?